could I trust shit? I don't know. Bitches be flaking, these niggas hoes. Niggas was talking what they was gonna do to a nigga when I saw them niggas froze. Boy, I had dreams of a Chevy, but now I see me in the Rolls. Folks to knock, I'm the fucking greatest. Bitch, I made it, that's all my haters. Who could I trust shit? I don't know. Bitches be flaking, these niggas hoes. Niggas was talking what they was gonna do to a nigga when I saw them niggas froze. Boy, I had dreams of a Chevy, but now I see me in the Rolls. Folks to knock, I'm the fucking greatest. Bitch, I made it, that's all my haters. I counted on you and you flaked on me. I told you I love you, you hated on me. I was just grinding into the money, laughing at niggas, you niggas funny. But play no games with me, know I bang, nigga. Yeah, I changed, but the same nigga, and I'm still rocking with my A1s. All black, fifth Akon, tank top, yeah, I bear arms. Grizzly with it, I'm in bear form. Born and raised in the Cub City, self-made like Frank Nitty, untouchable. Now that's Al Capone, I gotta keep it on me, that's my ride along. Flow colder than the Ice Cube, I'm a young nigga with an attitude. Bad bitch, hair silky smooth. Remy weed, she like it pulled too, and I chuck the deuces when I pull through. Chain hanging off the neck like a noose, dropping bombs on them, nigga, this a new. You a dick riding, I don't follow suits, I got different ties. Never fold like a bow tie, huh? I'm talking 4 ties, how I ride. I don't spare guys. Damn, they thought it was a mannequin challenge. These niggas froze when they saw I. Rolls Royce, I want it all gold on 24s and call that bitch Kobe. Rolex watch with no diamonds in it, that's perfect timing, I'm shining. Who could I trust shit? I don't know. Bitches be flaking, these niggas hoes. Niggas was talking what they was gonna do to a nigga when I saw them niggas froze. Boy, I had dreams of a Chevy, but now I see me in the Rolls. Folks to knock, I'm the fucking greatest. Bitch, I made it, that's all my haters. Who could I trust shit? I don't know. Bitches be flaking, these niggas hoes. Niggas was talking what they was gonna do to a nigga when I saw them niggas froze. Boy, I had dreams of a Chevy, but now I see me in the Rolls. Folks to knock, I'm the fucking greatest. Bitch, I made it, that's all my haters. I got a little thing, so your bitch in my DM. She want me to beat it, I told her to beat it. A solid little nigga, you know how I'm living. Don't play with me, homie. You know I get with you. You know that I'm with it. You know that I'm on it. I'm thinking about hustling. I might get back to it. These bitches been flaking, but now they won't fuck. I told her little bitches get off of my nuts. I ride with the tool, and you know I'm a bust. I just hit a lip, had to buy me a truck. I roll with some niggas that don't give a fuck if I tell them it's beat, then they eating shit up. I heard my brother Lynn doing time. Just hold your head and keep the same mind. You a loyal one when I die for. My homie got stabbed 44 times, so that's the reason why I keep the iron. These niggas be hating, and that's fine. I just pray that they don't cross the line and pray that jealousy don't never reach the click. Cause anybody on 3-4, I would die for, and shout it that's a show. I provide safety, gun, no safety. They say I'm crazy, who ain't though? Who could I trust shit? I don't know. Bitches be flaking, these niggas hoes. Niggas was talking what they was gonna do to a nigga when I saw them niggas froze. Boy, I had dreams of a Chevy, but now I see me in the Rolls. Folks to knock, I'm the fucking greatest. Bitch, I made it, that's all my haters. Who could I trust shit? I don't know. Bitches be flaking, these niggas hoes. Niggas was talking what they was gonna do to a nigga when I saw them niggas froze. Boy, I had dreams of a Chevy, but now I see me in the Rolls. Folks to knock, I'm the fucking greatest. Bitch, I made it, that's all my haters.
What's up? What's up? Shout out to everybody. I'm Knowledge Uprising, and welcome to the Late Show. What's happening with everybody this evening? Right, a little recap from the live earlier. Earlier, what I did was I guess you can call it a replay. I did a replay of the show I did a while ago with 4 Black Righteous Folks Home. Then after that, I had a post-interview discussion with my boy Jerry. Shout out to Jerry. If anyone didn't see the video, you can simply go back into my previous live streams and you can catch that, man. That sister's very powerful, and she's very adamant about what she's saying. You know, just some real shit. But anyway, I just felt I should do a late show, man. So what's going on with everybody? Lady Shea Butter in the building. Peace, peace. Ooh, let me get that off the camera. Don't need nobody to see all that. But what's happening, everybody? What's going on? But yeah, I had a good ass build with my boy Jerry, man. And Lady Shea Butter, you was there too. So you know how that went. So I guess right now I just felt like going live. So I said, fuck it. Let me hop on here and do a live. I can hear my daughter cartoons playing. Y'all give me a minute. Let me go. Pull your door up, Kimani. Thank you, baby. No, baby, go pull your door up, baby. Yeah. So man, I noticed, man. I see my boy Drop live. I see he ain't been live in a while. Shout out to Drop. Just waiting for him to do one of them hood talks so I could hop on the panel. But I see he did like a little music stream. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. You feel me? Sometimes music is the best meditation for some people. Let's see here. So I remember a while ago when I did that stream and I shared information about that book. It's called Your Invisible Power. It was basically building on the law of attraction. So there's this question: is telepathy real? Now, with that question, I would have given an answer, particularly between people with emotional, vibrational, and energetic connections, right? Yes, telepathy is real. Pay attention to the times you think of someone and they call, text, or show up, right? Oh, yeah, man. Hey, it's a good book. It's a good book. I promise you, you won't regret it. And Your Invisible Power is one of their books. You can read over it over again. It's not a big book at all. So I encourage everybody, stimulate your have strayed away from reading books. But I would keep it real. I don't see nothing wrong with reading a good book. Because sometimes motherfuckers need to read a good book because they mind be all over the place. And another thing, when you're studying and looking up information and getting information, it's always good to have multiple sources and getting an understanding from all perspectives. That's how I feel about that. I remember a while ago, I was checking out a stream Sanchez did. And I was like, this dude talking about something he don't know nothing about. Right? He was talking about the chakras. He didn't know where that shit originated from. The funny part about that shit, right? The funny part about that shit, the dude was like, yeah, it originated. Andy, did you do that? He was like, no. I was like, that shows motherfuckers be coming up with shit. Shout out. Y'all already know. My Macanudo. That coffee flavor. People always say I'm crazy, but yes, gotta research. The research just makes sense. And see, that's another thing. I agree with you on that because a lot of people, they want to take people's word, but you can't take people's word, all the time. Because sometimes people are there to mislead. And when they're there to mislead, you being a follower and soaking in that information, being gullible to everything they say, right? That puts your mind in a paradigm to where you don't make no room for discernment or to get a better understanding from the other side, But everybody has to do their research. And back to this telepathy. See, now, when I'm thinking about telepathy, right? Now, I said particularly between people with emotional, vibrational, and energetic connections, right? So that's a person you came in contact with. A person that you kind of have some kind of emotion. I hear people talk about stories like right before one of their family members passed, right? Like they felt that, and then they got that phone call, and they was wondering what that was. So could that be some type of telepathy? Hold on a minute. Right, like everybody done experience some kind of telepathy without even knowing it. You feel me? Oh, there's that other saying, right? Yeah, lighten up the cigar. Right, there's that other saying. When you say somebody's name by mistake, right? Or you call somebody by the wrong name, right? Now, could that be some part of telepathy too, right? Let's say I was calling my homeboy and I was like, yo, Mind's Eye. I said, oh, my bad, Jerry. Goddamn Mind's Eye must be thinking about me or some shit, right? And then I go live and Mind's Eye pop up in the chat. And he on the same shit I'm on, right? That's some kind of telepathy too, right? Like you mentioned somebody's name and it registers in their reality too. And so to me, I think that's, yeah, it's like-minded. I agree. But we were saying that's telepathy. Now, could that be some part of or part of the law of attraction? Could that be part of that too? Right? Because, you know, part of manifestation is speaking into existence, but we ain't speaking something into existence. We speaking a person's name and then they appear in our presence or our existence, right? I'm just thinking again. I'm just thinking. That's right. We are all a thought. That's why I believe, right? Everything you done thought, he done thought, she done thought, right? It was already thought of, right? At some point, somebody had that same thought in their mind. That's why there's that old saying, there's nothing new under the sun. Misael, only the wise in the fucking building. Shout out to my homie. He been there since day one. And I want to talk about another thing, right? So I hit a milestone, right? And I had to make a short about that because I hit 500 subscribers. But some clown motherfucker wanted to take my shine, right? Wanted to take my moment and put me back at 499. That's some fuck shit. But it's all right. Knowledge Uprising ain't for everybody. But to those that tune in, I really appreciate y'all's support. So let's talk about this next. I've been saying for a while now that I'm a remembered memory of thought. Already. That's powerful. So let's look at this. When people have sex, they exchange energies. This means that negative energies like emotional trauma can be passed around if we want to protect our body. You get what I'm saying? So we're talking about spiritual sex now, right? So let's say a person has a bad aura, right? And now sex is one of the strongest ways to have that connection, right? Because when you're having sex, you're releasing dopamine and all that shit, right? So it gives you a euphoric feeling. And during that process, you have the exchange of energy. Emotional trauma can be passed around. Emotion and energy, you feel me? That shit can rub off on you through intercourse. We are being advised to be responsible with our sexual activities. And partner, ask yourself if there is a mental and spiritual connection, or is it just sex for pleasure? Practicing a spiritual and soulful approach that can help you attract true love, right? So, is your purpose for sex to get a stronger connection with that other one? Or is sex just a thing for you to do just to fulfill that promiscuous or selfish desire? You get what I'm saying? So, I ain't say have sex for the right reasons because it's your body, but you got to be in mind when having sex, you transfer emotions and energy, right? Because once you done had sex with a person, like that emotional level for that person increases drastically, right? So that's just something to think about. That's right. That's right. That's right. Lady Shea Butter says that's how one can get attacked, addicted, or toxic people love hate. Right, right. That shit rub off on you. Now, if you having intercourse with the wrong person, not knowing you're doing like this ceremonial spiritual thing, right? Their energy rubs off on you. That's why you see shit on TV, right? Dying to love and shit like that, right? They got a piece of that thing one time. They got addicted. And then getting addicted, didn't know that person was toxic. And see, that's another thing. With sex comes manipulation also, right? So you see these stories about, oh man, I killed for that motherfucker, you know. All you hear saying, oh man, I die for that pussy. And then once they get in the pussy, they do all these crazy things. That sex energy is real. Just wanted to drop that spill. Anybody that want to come up on the panel, you're more than welcome, you know. But if not, you know, your boy Knowledge will run the shit solo. It's all good. To everybody that's in here, hit that like button, share it. If you want to join the panel, I just dropped the link. Come on up. I've spoken about cigar chilling. Fire, yeah, man. Real shit. Real shit. But I wanted to share that shit with y'all, man. Because some people like to keep information for themselves or to be selfish with it. Mind's eye, you already know. Yeah, I feel it. Again, I always said being reckless with sex is something I do with self, but a deep connection is when you involve another person. Yes. Mind's eye, ain't nobody gonna hit that link, man. Ain't nobody fucking with knowledge. That's what I hate in this realm. That's right. So, what would you call that strong connection? Right? Because Misael said love cannot exist without hate in this realm. So, let's pretend wasn't love. What would you call that strong connection? Right? Other than a strong connection, what would be that term for that? Where you had a strong emotional attachment to that person. Right? Something to think about. And another question. What makes a person hate? Misael said wisdom. So, okay. I follow you. Mind's eye in the building. Let's bring them up, y'all. Everybody, salute to Mind's eye. Appreciate what it is, brother.
Oh man, it's another one, man. Much love, knowledge. You know how we do it.
You already know, man.
I said you got me fucked up, nigga. I'm gonna hit that link. You did the reverse on me, huh?
Hey man, you already know, man. You know, I'm trying to get back right, man. And see the thing, man, with this YouTube, man, I'm trying to figure out this algorithm because I noticed not a lot of motherfuckers been watching you. That's because, you know, I don't do lives consistently, but lately I have.
Like
so
you used to.
Everybody tuning in, and then I do a lot more shorts than I do lives now. And my shorts is where it's at. I'm getting like 100 to 1,000 views off a little 14-second clip. So, you know, I've been seeing what that's about. But bro, I appreciate you coming up on the panel.
Oh man, I'm glad I could, you know, slide through, player.
Hey man, so I seen you was in the live earlier. Well,
yeah, that one you had earlier.
Tell me your thoughts about that, bro.
Oh man, like she was so on point with it. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as how she was, you know, carrying herself. I didn't get the sub to her. I'm sure looking forward to it. You know what I'm saying? But everything she was saying, it was, you know, say tied to. That's what I'd like to hear from, say, a lot of the women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Has to change their ways, and you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
She really ran down some, say, specific common senses. I did appreciate that.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't want to grasp onto it. You know,
man,
but some people did.
Yeah, man, I was listening up like, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of wishing then I could have tapped in, but I was, you know,
doing your thing. Yeah.
Yep, I'm here though now, man. You feel me? Well, what was you just talking about? Like as far as
I was talking about spiritual sex, like the transference of energy and emotions, things like that.
Yeah, I asked you because I seen the conversation sparking from the chat and all, and it was interesting.
Yeah, man.
To say the least. Shout out to everybody that's here with us too. Lady Shay, you know I see you. Much love, sister.
And shout out to Mind's Eye too, man. Y'all subscribe to him, man. Y'all
Man,
subscribe to the brother.
yeah, hey, that's some deep shit. Cause like that's the type of man I've, you know, say been growing into, like trying to have more, say, people that's true to friendship and taking it for what it's worth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Right.
Like we gotta make sure. You know, I love to meet people.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like where I met you. You feel me? Say like all we can do is be like don't or say it. You shouldn't or we shouldn't. You know, give each other problems. You know what I'm saying?
But see, the thing with that, I think that shit gonna come regardless. You feel me? It's gonna
That's
come.
right. You right. You right.
The best thing for us to do, I mean, you could try to avoid it or just come to common grounds. And then when disagreements come around, you know, you always be what they want to call a better person. Just sometimes it's always best to keep your mouth shut. But if you
Man.
feel that dearly about a sentiment or a subject matter, it's always good to express it. Especially, I believe if you're on other panels and they have an immense amount of people watching,
Mm-hmm.
always good to hop on there and express what you got to say. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't get a chance to let it out on the panel, that's why I said on one of my last videos, man, fuck that. Do your own shit. You feel me?
All right.
Because
That's right.
you're gonna make them pay attention. If they can't pay attention, they the damn sure gonna pay attention here because you
Right.
you doing you get they getting your undivided attention. There's no interference.
Mm-hmm. I'm give myself that advice too. You know, because it's like that cross signal. It happens, man, every time. You know, like say like you got your live going. You know, it won't be
Yeah.
any interference or nobody jumping in like double dutch or whatever. You can get to your points, and you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
But sometimes
that's
it's
what's real.
an ego thing when a person think they know more than you or they are
Hmm.
for most of the show. They feel like they gotta be able to back that truth that the host is saying, or if the host ain't on that, they not gonna be on that. So they gonna attack that outside interference. You get what I'm saying? Or are they just gonna
Man,
reject and on every time?
you totally right. Or
Yeah,
like seemingly bombard whole bunch of you know, just too fast, too much at one time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's what it be like with it's like a playground full of children.
Mm-hmm. But see, that's what happens when a lot of heads come together. You always gonna have some type of thing going
Pushback
around. You get
or
what I'm saying?
yep.
Yeah, I didn't know what to call it. That's why I said thing, you know. But it's always gonna be that something, man.
Uh-huh. A buffer in a
Yep,
glitch.
yep.
Ain't that a bitch? So yeah, I'm gonna mess around and probably start going live here every Friday, Wednesday and Friday or something like that. Or every day if I can, find the gap
Yeah.
going in.
There's this saying, and I guess it's kind of true, like, because I done seen it.
Mm-hmm.
You put 8 people in a room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Have them staying there for 2 years, right? Now, when I'm talking about that, what comes to my mind and what my thoughts bring me is I was watching Spaceship Earth, right? Back in 1991.
All right.
Yeah, back in 1991, 8 people had to stay inside a biosphere. Now you know what a biosphere is, right? That's like this its own ecosystem within like this large ass giant dome or bubble or whatever. They had to stay inside there for 2 years. Now, the crazy thing about that, right? After a while, they started to have disagreements, started to have some kind of rejection towards another person or something. And see, that's why I say, you know, when you're having these panels, it's gonna, because you got all these personalities, and personalities can clash at times because not everyone is like-minded. Everybody has their own individual ideas and thoughts, you know, but some thoughts can mean leniency towards other people's thoughts, but at the end of the day, ultimately, you have your own set of thoughts and programs that's built in your mind. And so that's what causes personalities to clash. And that's where you can have disagreements. Stuff becomes a debate because they're not going to see it your way.
Totally agree.
And that's what happened in there. But them people, they made it to 2 years. That was something very interesting. Staying in a biosphere for 2 years. Yeah.
And that's something, because like some people, like they literally coming with, you know, say the madness and all of the stuff that's the shenanigans. Some people literally, you know, they coming with that. That's what they bring to the table. So it's like, you know, kind of like the woman in the
like
red
that,
dress.
bro. Yeah. So now the question is, do you think that, now you can cut me off anytime, do you think that they come with the shenanigans, or they come trying to be understanding and reasonable, and then something causes it to have that personality crash, and to where shit like that happens?
Right.
You think I intention coming up on panels? Now, I believe sometimes if someone dislikes a person, right, they could do that shit. That's true all the time. You know, sometimes people come with good intentions to hop up on panels, but shit happens, and that's just like with anything. You come with good intentions to go to work. Somebody spit in your face or said something and cursed at you or anything, you know, it's gonna change your whole mood, right?
Yeah. Facts. Even though you had the greatest intention, like say somebody a beating, button pushing, what we call it. Some people don't even know they push buttons. So yeah, you're right. I mean, I can't speak on it and say that I brought that kind of madness to anyone's build, you know. So looking at it from my point of view, I have been inside of, you know, situations where it got ratchet like that. Yet it's like I let others, you know, push me to that point. You feel me? And it's like where I become them, I do my best not to, due to the fact, you know, like say that's who we all were before we even met here, like where we, you know, change for the better, kind of like the sister was saying that you did the one-on-one with, you know, like how she reevaluated things that she was doing and she made it, you know, righteous. I love that with how she broke down righteous too.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to Red Squid X in the building.
Shout out Red Squid. Big ups to the bully. Everybody else too, man. One love.
Let's see what Lady Shea Butter just said. What she say right here? She say, come on and pop up.
Lady Shea Butter. Peace, lady love.
Yeah, if we had more balanced minds, if we had a more balanced mindset, we could see and accept each other's for them being unique. and find ways to build and make their world more beautiful. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Mm-hmm. I love that. I couldn't have said it better. I mean, because it's like, say, the relationship is, say, like you, I just heard you say the planet. What you say? The planet ship, the Earth ship.
What is it? What I say? Spaceship Earth.
Spaceship Earth. Yeah.
Spaceship Earth. And basically that's what that big ass dome they call the biosphere was. It had its own ecosystem on the side. They had a desert, a rainforest, an ocean. They had to maintain all this shit. After a while, CO2 levels build up. You lose oxygen. And if you're not getting no oxygen from the outside, that makes you lose weight. Start to move slower, getting sleepy, things like that. Plants start to die. So, it's a double-edged sword because it can be a good thing from learning and understanding, because with an ecosystem, like if there is a space or a universe outside of Earth, you want to go to other planets, you would have to learn how to adapt to that environment, right? Or if you want to go somewhere like Antarctica, you got to learn how to adapt to that environment and have some type of ecosystem to sustain living. You feel me? Because if you stand in the middle of the ice, right, you gotta have some type of system to where you gotta survive. Shout out to Big Dog Philly OG. He just subscribed to my channel. Shout out to him. Appreciate that, OG.
Hey, you totally on point with it, man. It's like, say, that's the atmosphere, I remember Bill when we drop about that, how they say, or how the saying goes, I shall fear no man.
Yeah.
And that's like, me, myself, I only know how fear feels as far as how I feel it or how I've witnessed it. I don't know how fear feels to you. I know the fear that sparked in me, it always challenged me. I never was in fear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I welcome this shit because I get to, see what I'm worth. So like,
and sometimes the shit you fear, you don't even really fear. It's a mind thing. That's why I did that elephant video, the one about the elephant's foot rope. Because it's mental slavery.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to call fear that, but in a sense, it kind of is, right? It's because
that's what it is.
You don't want to face the unknown, so you're kind of hesitant and scared. You're like, man, I'm not fucking with that.
Hey, remember this this program? I like how you use that where they had on the TV. They always push that little cartoon where the elephant was scared of mouse.
Yeah.
But that elephant smashed the shit out that mouse. Just
like the elephant. Yeah.
You feel me?
It's like
so they kind of like.
Go ahead, brother. Finish.
Mm-hmm. No, I was just gonna say, a lot of the women in the world, they're gonna tell you. Like, just ask the next woman you speak with. She gonna be like, hell yeah, I'm running from the spider. Hell yeah, I'm running from that mouse. Hell yeah, I'm running from the squirrel. Like, just like the elephant. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, and they put the extra emphasis on it, like it's cool to be scared of it. Like,
yep.
I'll be shutting that crap down, because you can't live like that. Like, I done seen an ant run up your face and you scared. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, an ant had a nerve to crawl from the land up your boot and up your leg to your nose and look you in the face, and then you got the nerve to be scared of things that little like him.
Yeah, and you don't know that thing could be scared of you, or that thing could be fearless.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to look at like honeybees and shit like that, or wasps. Or you fuck with them, they coming at you. They gonna aggravate your ass. And
Dang,
see,
they ain't gonna get two shit.
and another thing about the honeybee, right? The honeybee unconsciously knows, don't know that stinging like something with our skin, right? Because a honeybee can go, it could sting other animals and shit like that, and the stinger won't fall off, right? But see, the thing with us, the honeybee is not conscious of, because if you look at how a honeybee stinger is made, it got ridges. So it's like when you put it in something, it's hard to pull that shit out. And see, when a honeybee stings a human or something, right? When it's trying to pull that stinger out, it can't, because it gets hooked into our skin, right? And what happens is when it pulls out, the parts of the digestive system comes out. That's what that little white shit is. Like if you ever seen a bee sting or sting something and it leaves it right there, that's part of its digestive system. A lot of people don't know that. A fun fact, just dropped the gem for anybody that didn't know that. But the ridges are inside the skin, and the honeybee is not conscious. Like, oh man, you don't pull out your intestines, you about to die now. So people got this perception, right? Anytime a honeybee stings something, it's gonna die. That's not the case. Only when it stings, like penetrates skins like ours, tough skin, So just wanted to drop that out. Indigenous, what's up, Indigenous? Salute to you. But yeah, man,
I didn't even know that one. So you just let me know something new. They say where they sting other bugs and they don't lose the stinger. I didn't know that, bro.
Yeah.
And it makes sense too, because that's who they'll be at war with. Say naturally it'll be the other insects. You know what I'm saying? And they don't be really ready. They not here to sting us the fuck up. Even though it can happen.
Yeah, and see that's the point behind it, right? They stinger guy is not meant to penetrate our skin. Yeah. See, and another thing, when it stings, what makes it swells up is this toxin. Is this toxin they got, and it releases from that little span of digestive system down to that stinger. And the longer it sits in your skin, it makes it swell more and more. So that's why it's a fun fact to pull a stinger out if you can.
Yep.
When you get stung,
it
because
continuously pumps venom.
Yeah.
That's some deep shit, man. The honeybee.
Yep. And see, the thing about it, right? The human body consists of 60% water. And that little toxin they got that comes for that stinger, it travels through water, bloodstream. So, pull that shit out.
That's right.
That's right.
Give me 1 second, man. I'm smashing food, trying to get this appetite right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother.
I'm here with you, though.
Yeah, man. This a Macanudo, man. Smoking on it. But I just had to drop that little fun fact about honeybees, man. Just think that's something cool. So Indigenous, man, what you been up to, man?
Kamikaze pilots.
Yeah, but they don't know it. You get what I'm saying? Because in a honeybee mind, when it's trying to pull that stinger out of our skin, it's like, man, why this shit won't budge? You feel me? And then, in comparison to a human, when they finally do get free, it's like the insides fall out. Could you imagine it? Like, damn, that's some depressing shit. You try to defend yourself and end up killing yourself in the end,
That's right, bro.
But like you said, they weren't meant to sting humans, because if they were, shit like this wouldn't happen.
And hey, think about that. Like, say, where you get that term kamikaze, kind of sound like chaos.
I mean, because you
know
got
what
to
I'm
think about it. That in a sense, that's chaos. So that brings chaos, but
saying?
not to them directly because they willing to sacrifice themselves for a so-called greater cause. Now the chaos
That's right.
become once they do them things, how it impacts the next person and the person they attack. It becomes chaos in their world or their realm. You know,
Hmm.
that's some
Man, like think about it, bro. I'm kind of
Rashad.
saying this because
Welcome to the show.
much love, Rashard. We was talking about the hair and all of that last night.
Well, you know,
Say,
the hair is actually an organ, and the
hmm
thing with the hair, boy, you get me going, man. You know,
that's
you
wrong.
know what I do. So
Hey,
hair,
speak your piece.
it's
I'm
like an
trying to smash
organ,
this food.
and then just like your skin, they say watch what you put on your skin, watch what you put in your hair because it
Hmm.
absorbs. Even man, even when you don't put none in, it still absorbs shit, and shit gets
Hmm.
attracted to it. Just like how you can be outside all day and you get a rag and wipe your face, you got all that dust, you know. So you just got to be mindful of what you put in there, you
Hmm.
know. And that's why, just like when you're eating, right? When you eating, right, you got to get a certain amount of protein. And if you're vegan, you don't want to call it protein. So what you call it? Simple amino acids, right? So
Hmm.
you try to get your simple amino acids. It's the same thing with the hair and with the skin, right? You got to get them the right kind of protein, amino acids to keep that good because hair a good connection with your thought process and all that. Like I said, it's an organ. Why you think it
Hmm.
grows? And then when it's not to your head no more, it gets all dry and riddled and crumbled up. Just like if you think of a person that
Facts.
died, right? And how they what their body does, it's the same thing, you know.
Yeah. They like I don't know if you caught the bill, man. You
Nah, I
should have
didn't
been
catch it,
in
man.
there though.
What the bill was at?
Red Squiz. It was
Oh
really
yeah.
actually
I caught a little. I caught a little bit. I caught the beginning. But
no
yeah,
doubt, no doubt. Hey,
Harris.
that's
That's
deep
what
because
came up with the story of Samson. You
Samson.
know.
Yeah. Yep. Shout out Sister Soul. She said the very same thing you saying about the amino acids. That's some, you know, say that's the protein that's say needed.
Yeah.
It's needed in the body to push, like say everything that's gonna say expand or do some growing. There go the bully. What's up with you, Red Squid X? Much love, my nigga.
Welcome to the show, brother. What's going on with you, Red?
My nigga. Man, we was running some potency
Salute to
yesterday.
y'all, man. How y'all doing?
Salute, bro. Appreciate you
It's
stopping
another
by,
one.
man.
Man,
Coming
yeah,
in,
that
man.
was great. I'm just
You
man.
there, bro?
Just want to support, man, for real. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro.
Yep, we hear you.
Y'all can't hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I
All
appreciate
right.
your support,
Yeah,
brother.
yep.
Anytime.
Yep.
All
Salute
day,
to y'all, man. Peace to you. I was glad to see you
Yeah.
live because I got keyed up already reaction to Full Black Righteousness.
Yeah.
And so I was gonna watch that after I saw Grand Sheik do his thing on Moorish World TV.
Yeah.
And so I'm just listening for real. I'm listening to Moorish World. I listen to someone new to the scenarios, Loyal. I listen to
Oh
bit
yeah,
of
yeah.
King Norfolk.
I'm subscribed
I got a
to
whole bunch of little joints going on here, man. And when I
yeah.
saw that you was live, I was like, finally, I ain't missing this one.
We
So
keeping
man,
it
did
real.
you so what you did catch from the reaction to Four Black Righteous Folks Home, man? What's your sentiments about that? What you think?
I didn't even. I listen. I got it keyed up. I got it up. ready to go, but it's on pause. It's on pause and shit.
Right, I feel you. You gonna have it ready a little later.
Man, it's like, you know what? I'm gonna take the next couple of days to listen to people's videos, man, so I could leave a comment and let them know I ain't bluffing for real. Like, real talk, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna stop the lives on my end. I'm gonna get this shit together, and I'm gonna listen to other people's shit for real, because I missed a lot. So
that's deep. That's some deep shit you just said, bro. It sounds like, you know what I mean. I heard Knowledge a couple minutes ago. He was talking about the ego and all of that. Like it's like that's one thing that I know I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make sure because I'm not the average motherfucker, so I can, you know what I mean? I don't do what the others do. That's what makes shit easy for me. You know what I'm saying? And like that right there, you just said I slapped my name in the chats or say the comment boards, like, I ain't separate from you. You know what I'm saying? So I like that, man. Get rid of the ego. You feel me? You gotta, you either there with us or you see through.
Right. And people can get the wrong idea, and I don't want that either. You know what I mean? Because
and sometimes if they get the wrong idea, hey, that's them. Maybe they didn't understand the way you was expressing it, but they'll get the bigger picture after a while. And that's how I be. I don't want people to get the wrong idea. That's how I used to think. But I'm like, man, fuck it, man. Because I'm speaking my thoughts. I'm being me. So, if a motherfucker don't get it, they ain't gonna get it.
Yeah.
I feel like this, yo. I'll go live. Like the way I was doing it was when I get the chance to roll up, I'm going live. I don't even look to see who on YouTube who's live already. I'll already be going live because I'm trying to roll up for real. And I'm thinking about like, man, look at all these people that don't went live or they dropped the video. I ain't even see that shit, but then I go live again and they be in my chat. Salute to my chat fam and all that. So you know what I mean? I gotta balance that shit out, man. And you know what I'm saying?
That's careful. That's how it should be, because a lot of people will see somebody live and they won't go live, but they'll go pay attention to that live and they ideas about doing a live dissipates. So I feel like how you doing, you say you don't be looking for nobody live or seeing who's live, man. You just go live because sometimes that's what we need.
Yo, some people, I turn my notifications off, man, save battery, and that shit is like, man, that's like turning off the loud ass air conditioner or some shit. Like hearing that motherfucking notifications go off every time, or all the people, you know what I mean? I'll like and subscribe just for support and not get their notifications. I hate all that shit.
And see, that's what I do. Like, I'll subscribe.
Bling bling, bling bling, bling bling, bling bling, bling. Notification when you turn your phone back on and shit, them bitches all hit up. Bling 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 bling. Blah, 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 blah.
That's why, like you say, man, I always try to catch up if I didn't catch it live, man.
Yeah, ideally that shit gonna be, them 8-hour jiffies. There's a lot of pressure, man. A lot of university school type length.
That machine that he has is a primitive form for what ancients would have. The shit we have today is primitive compared to what they was using to build pyramid-like structures and temples.
And then we're ramping up the amplitude.
Who that?
You talking about pyramids? What's that you watching, Red?
I'm not watching. I thought that's you watching that.
Hell no, that wasn't me.
Oh, that's not you. Oh, that's Oh, my bad.
Yo, I didn't know what that was.
What's that?
Hell yeah.
Okay, players,
yeah.
I'm back. Players.
Oh, there you go. He energized now, man. You done got your eat on, man. You good, man. Your
The
mind's eye.
munchies is done for.
I'm here. Knowledge, what up?
So tell Red
Yeah, that
what
was
we was
Key
talking
Norfolk
about
done.
before he came in, man. How we was talking about the energy and all that, emotions and
Oh, the emotion, though. The emo shows, motherfuckers be on.
Electric motion.
The emotion, though. Welcome to the emotion, though. You know, I'm gonna fuck around and that's gonna be the live. You hear me? The next
Emo.
live I do. You feel me?
so we was talking about the transference of energy and emotions through sex.
Oh, okay, yeah.
How that could impact someone's mind, Red. What's your thoughts on that, man?
Mm-hmm.
Because they say during sex, you can exchange
I call them cross
emotions and
signals.
energy.
Man, I know a lot about all those things, and I don't speak on it. But I'll tell you like this.
Dark Chameleon
I'll tell you like this. I'll tell you like this, yo. I done got in some coochie and nutted instantly because my dick said, "Nah, we gotta get out of here." I ain't never experienced that shit in my life, but that one time, yo.
That nigga
I'm
pulled a
talking
hit and
about, it
run.
wasn't even no lead up to the shit. It was just like a, oh no, you know what I mean? Nah, get out of here, whatever it takes.
She didn't. Hey, did you say she didn't deserve the facts?
Hey, listen, that was the opinion of millions of myself, I suppose, man. And they were just like, look, we're gonna take this L for you. Get out of here and piss hard, man, and just
Yeah. Hey, I know you left her pissed, probably.
Hey, listen,
she was looking for you.
I was so shocked and amazed. I had to go roll up and think about that shit. Like, God damn, I gotta.
You make me think about that selfishness. You got selfish on her.
Shit. Listen, it wasn't no lead up to it. It wasn't even mine. It wasn't my idea at all. I was like, listen, I'm about to tear it up, yo. But the Diddick was thinking something different, man. It was like, look, I got something else to do, man. I forgot to tell you.
Shit and switch. Hey,
I'm talking about as soon as entry completed, and it was like exit commenced.
So now
must have been a thorough one. He must have been hella thorough.
So now that's an example, right?
It depends on, it'd be like
that's an example of like just sex, right? Because that wasn't.
It's where the mind and the spirit is, for real.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Because if you into it, man, like it's gonna be some kind of emotional attachment that comes with that. Because, like I say, after exchanging energies and having intercourse, you can get this deep emotion for that person. Especially if it's a person that you really adore and admire.
Listen. It was one time I wanted to fuck her so bad. I told her I love her once I got it. I was in there telling it. That was part of the sex. Whisper, I love you in the ear.
And another thing I was talking about, right? You exchange that energy, and you get you get an emotional attachment, right? And that emotional attachment is where you're willing to die for love. That's what I was talking about. You see some of these shows on TV, and they got in that pussy, and now they go out and kill a person. They let that person manipulate their mind and thoughts.
So was Samson pussy whipped? Slayed all them Palestinians for Delilah.
I don't know, man. Some dudes be liking prostitutes because they full of other niggas skeet. Yeah. Think about it. Think about it. When a dude don't care if the woman got a man or not, he gonna eat the pussy and everything. Like, what you think you doing?
Oh
But
man.
now
Hey.
now with John sleeping with prostitutes, could that be an addiction for them? Like, let's say they got a significant other, but having sex with them doesn't thrill them, so they want to go out and have sex with random people just to get a thrill out of it, to get that dopamine really to unleash. And like, let's say they can't get hard or they can't get wet with their significant other, but they go out and do it with another person, and that just puts them in that feeling of euphoric they want. So they does it. So that's kind of like an addiction, right? Like that's an addiction.
I don't know if you can be addicted
outside energies, right? You don't want to feel your significant other energy. You want,
but you ain't gotta put no work in with a prostitute. All you gotta do is give them $5.
There you go.
Or $20 or whatever.
Oh, that's like an addiction, right?
You hear the word dick in a dick ion. like say this whole shit is tied, like that's how we got here, y'all. This the act of that sex thing that they tell us all is, against our own existence. That's how we even got here, you motherfuckers. Feel me? Yeah. Look, motherfucker. Like this shit is so fucked up where we all in the pussy. Like say the den right now. Mother Earth, we in the hole right fucking now. And it's I
don't like that though, because when people say like flat motherfucking power, I could be really technical about that.
Fucking the mother,
Yo, me, I'd be like, man, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Just like say salute or something. Don't be.
Hey, it's like
power all over my shit, man. Y'all go somewhere with that shit. Yeah.
Hey, that's like fuck the world, nigga. Like dick in the dust.
Power of the flatness.
You feel me?
No curves.
Motherfucker sticking like shit is so fucked up. Say the average person, say that we trying to wake the fuck up. They are running around this bitch falling in little bitty ass ant holes.
But see, the thing is, when you say woke or wake up, a lot of people don't understand that terminology.
Like I'm still asleep, but I'm woke on a whole nother level over your ass. Like it's WOKE. It's like,
like when I was talking about euphemistic terms, right? Y'all know what that is, right? So like,
I don't, man. Break it down for me.
Like so let's say
nope, don't know what it means.
So like let's say that person's fat, but that is too much for the people. So what they do, they water it down to say something more pleasing, like, oh, that's a big bone person. Or in news articles, when you're reading the news articles, it'll say officer involved shooting, 1 dead. When really the title should be man pulls out gun and officer kills him, because if you see that, you're like, oh man, that sounds kind of graphic. But when you say officer involved shooting, 1 dead, it leaves curiosity to the mind because you really don't say what happened.
Them news stories be clickbaiting, motherfuckers.
Euphemistic terms, they use that without saying too much, but they say enough to get your attention. That's why you can say like I said, instead of calling a person obese, you call them big bone. When all actuality, sugar coated. There you go, Lady Shea Butter. When all actuality, the person fat. The person don't, just because they big don't mean they got bigger bones. But we done adopted. We done adopted that shit. That euphemistic culture. It's called double speak. Y'all should look it up. It's very intriguing. And there's a lot of examples of it. For instance, there was this one politician, and they asked him questions about killings and everything that was going on in the state. And his response, now here's where they could get away with telling the truth. They say, well, 42 sheriffs showed up to the event. And that wasn't even the question. Well, we're not asking you about that. We're asking you about what about the 5 people that got killed in the shootout. Well, I just like to thank law enforcement. You're hitting them with something, right? to try to throw their brain off. And this happens a lot of times when people give some bullshit ass answers. Yeah. Yeah, it goes deep, Lady Shea Butter. You know, and it's with let's say here's another example. This is where they're using that euthanistic talk again, right? And double speak. So, like, let's say this person got killed at the hospital, right? And it was the officers. I mean, I'm talking about the damn officer. A doctor ain't an officer. The damn doctor, right, put the wrong dosage inside the patient's thing. Gave him too much of something. Gave her too much of something, right? Now, they actually used this in newspapers back in the day, right? Because they don't want to flat out say, oh, this doctor killed somebody at so-and-so medical center, right? So what they would do, they would say something like, patient dies from misadventure at the medical center. Now, when they say that, you're like, what the fuck is they talking about? Had a misadventure. But to cover doctors' asses, to make it look like the doctor ain't do nothing wrong until you read the article, you know, like patient had misadventure. The patient didn't have no misadventure. Yeah, they still do that, Lady Shea Butter. You feel me?
That
they
shit
didn't have
wasn't
no
an adventure at all.
That wasn't no adventure at all. The fucking doctor gave the patient too much medicine, but they don't want to say that. They sugarcoat and water it down. And we can look up articles right now and we can find double speech. But what you guys think about that so far?
Too much bluffing in the world.
Yep. There you go.
Everybody capping. You know, I noticed this. Well, I know about the capping. I don't know about if it's double speech, but
like that's why I say, like, why would they say misadventure when a doctor killed a person?
When I read articles, it seems like the writers.
Yeah,
it seemed like the writers is they're not really like something that we couldn't do ourselves.
Yeah, they just
write an article on the
proper way to word it.
Right. So it's just, it's just games to them. They just trying to get they paid. They worried about getting paid. It's like getting a sandwich from a fast food restaurant. They not worried about the shit. They getting paid. If you order wrong, you'll bring it back or you won't. That's the gamble that they playing.
Yeah.
And when it come to those articles and these people writing stories and shit, them motherfuckers is like, listen, if I write this shit and I'm smarter than the editor, then I'm good.
Because the editor gonna be looking at the title like, man, what the fuck is he talking about? Till they catch on to what it is, Yeah, Dr. Million, all politicians do use double talk. That's
Peace to the Dark Chameleon.
That's why when you see people come up there and they ask questions, they don't give them straightforward answers. It's like a walk around or a bullshit ass answer, or it's like you're answering a question without answering a question, right? And it's just like on these panels when you ask motherfuckers something and they give you this long ass talk about nothing and really don't answer the question, but the shit sounded good, so you're like, okay, man, that was interesting. But what about what I asked you?
Right. Honesty issues, bro. It's honesty issues. People can't say I'm wrong or I don't know and shit.
Yeah.
And it's like say that's where I really don't have a question to ask the next person. I'm always asking me.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like saying, if you ask you, this is where we come to the table with the same conclusions right there. That's foundation. We stepping on that shit building, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the common before the senses simply come on. And everybody got 2 feet. Remember we was talking about the feet?
Oh, tell me about the feet, man. I didn't catch that. Tell me about it. Elaborate a little bit if you can.
Okay. Say it trails us, like you behind yourself. The feet could be you know how motherfuckers get themselves in some shit and they always looking over their shoulder. In that sense, you already defeated because you living in fear. Like I remember telling, you know, a lot of people that I knew, like you don't get in my car talking about the next nigga hunting for your dumb ass.
Yeah.
Like I tell motherfuckers like that, you take your ass to church, nigga. You don't jump in this motherfucker with me where you gonna have motherfuckers shooting at you and I'ma be the motherfucker dead. Or I might have to be the motherfucker dead. Cause it's like where we deal with the trail in defeat. You know what I'm saying? Say defeat got the soul on the bottom. You know, it's just like your hands.
Yeah.
Like no cap, no, like where you take a risk, your hands is gone. You know, the risk from the hand or to be defeated is literally uprooted. You know, like say, the dude, I always bring this nigga up, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan from Forrest Gump.
He was defeated, man.
Right? That
Tribe
motherfucker.
of Dan.
He wanted to die like every one of his family died in every big war, right? And that motherfucker didn't die. He was miserable after that.
Mm-hmm.
So he came across money making selling shrimp, you know.
Yeah.
Got him a little Asian girl.
Right?
So he got revenge on those who took his legs off and shit.
Hey, was that
the Asians blew his legs off and he got a girl off it.
You said something about the torn ACL in Troy and shit?
Man.
On that last bill?
Somebody else said that, but you know, you talk about the Michael Jackson, ain't nobody want to be defeated.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about his moves and shit for real.
Yeah. The carbon footprint. You feel me? Look, Dan.
You know, I think that's human nature. I'm just going to what Red Squid said. Nobody wants to be defeated, right? Mm-mm. Because not a lot of people know how to take it. Like that's where the term "soul loser" comes in at, or somebody that don't want to understand, don't want to register that information. You know, because a lot of people they cherry pick information and take what sounds best to them or they're more pleased with, right?
Like buttons hurt. Yeah, the buttons. Buttons is sore.
They tell you to button your shirt all the way up, but you were like, nah, man. I want to leave. I want to leave 2 buttons undone. You know.
Hey, I got to talking about the rats. Look, I got to talking about the rats yesterday. Red Squid was like, man, I don't want to hear about no rodents. I said, so you want to just roll with the dents in the car? You know, motherfucker, like, cause this is what we didn't know. Like that's the dents. You can't even see them. It's like say if an invisible man was holding a balloon and you could see his 10 fingerprints or you know, kind of pushing in on it. That's what it's like. You feel me? Dealing with all of this shit, y'all. Like say on the note with being defeated. Oh man, two wrong. What's that? 2 left shoes. Look. They call it Dan Sing. That nigga Dan be singing. Tribe of Dan.
Some Chinese.
The dancing.
Right.
Hey, you know how like say these children, female or male, like where they go into that wishy-washy world, you know, they be snapping their neck and snapping their fingers and shit. You know, that sassy ass fruity type. This like that's right there. This is what ass whoopings is meant for, man. You whoop that motherfucker ass till he's straight. You hear me?
And you know, somebody at my job said something one time. They said, I see these persons right now, like because of this little LGBT or that shit. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
like so prominent right now. It's so prominent right now. and these people have these transitions where they want to be the opposite sex. Now, I heard this person say, now what if that person gets older and they realize they made a mistake, but they can't reverse that shit now?
Can't reverse it.
Like,
hey,
They did one too many reverses. It's a wrap. You got no more.
Yeah, we gonna have a Bible with your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, look, remember we talked about the rabbit and the hare, right? Remember us telling motherfuckers you gotta be out your rabbit ass mind.
Yeah, that shit was heavy, yo.
Mm.
That shit was heavy, man, because the rabbit was the hair, and then the hare's antennas, and the moon connected to our antennas, and the MK Ultra shit came from that. That shit was heavy.
Yep. Hey, and they say that motherfucker, like, look, this where Bugs Bunny arose. He didn't, like, Bugs Bunny ain't just Bugs Bunny because a motherfucker wanted to draw Bugs Bunny. He represent every rabbit getting snatched up on the planet, and they keep popping up out the hole.
And right,
you know,
and then when you think of Bugs Bunny, right?
Wow.
His name, Bugs.
Bugs.
He like the bug. He bugs the hell out of people because if y'all ever watch Bugs Bunny, he always pop up out of nowhere
like ants.
And he aggravate the hell out of no motherfucker, right? To where it's just funny and entertaining for people to watch.
Facts. What he say? What he say, bro? What's his main shit when he greets you?
Man, what's up, Doc?
What's up, Doc? You hear me? Look, this is the knock. This the door. You know what I'm saying? Like say that motherfucker is, say he represent all of the insects where you get rodents though.
That's why.
You know
that's now listen. Represent all insects. This takes to another thing that's a trademark for Bugs Bunny doing, right? He always be digging his tunnel, right? And he pops up out of nowhere and he thinks he's at the right place and he say, oh damn, must have made a wrong turn in Albuquerque.
Wow. Remember how we was I was kind of breaking down the swastika is nothing but the stickers that you swat on shit. SWAT stickers. You know how and bro pulled up Who Framed Roger Rabbit. You know, in that movie they had the black hole where they slapped it on the wall. They put that motherfucker wherever they wanted to put it and they went through it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's just like in Matrix, the new Matrix movie, right? When Neo jumped through the mirror, right?
Exactly.
When he was on the train and went through that mirror, and the mirror stretched out and ended somewhere in another place. You know,
they literally had a runaway railroad train on that new Matrix.
All we can talk about Inception, where you'll go through one door and come out somewhere different. You know,
hell yeah, they was peeling back big doors like mirrors. Inception remind me of Doctor Strange these days.
Yeah, man, I said the same thing. I thought I was the only one who caught that, right?
Like the same movie, you know what I mean? Yes. The whole world be shifting. This is where, like, they say the hollow earth is like that. You know what I mean? They say it's like, say, the sky and the ground is like a ground on the sky, as above, so below, and it makes sense because it's just like a bat's cave. You know what I'm saying? It be a whole bunch of underground. You know, it be the bottom half. You know, it's like, say, big rock icicles and shit in them caves. Be all kind of sediments and salts, and you know, y'all know how the mines do. Y'all know how them motherfucking caverns do.
Another thing on them, on that Bugs Bunny shit. Remember that white bunny is the jade rabbit. So there's insectoids in the moon. So the name it Bugs is a little play on words there too, for real.
You just made me think. What's that movie? It was a young lady. I think it was Pan's Labyrinth.
Yeah.
She went into it like a type of rabbit hole, but in it was a big ass frog.
I remember that.
Yeah, you know, like the rabbit hole has everything in it. It ain't just no fucking rabbit.
Well, see, that's Alice in Wonderland, right? Because she went through the hole, but she woke up and realized it was all a dream. So
Yes,
now that could be in relation to the Matrix movie. You get what I'm saying? Because they shut you down and they plug you up to something, and
all of it.
you wake up in a dream. So I was looking at some shit and reading this. It talks about how when what is it? Damn, how can I say that? Red, I think you said that shit about what was it? When we are woke, God is dreaming our reality, like living through our eyes or some shit. And when we sleep, we're in another realm of existence or some shit. Red, was that you talking about that time, man? Just one, it was you, bro.
I don't know. I say a lot of things, but I definitely think that something is moving around as while they dream. And when we see ghosts and shit, that's probably what it is. Like a dog dreaming.
Yeah.
Or some shit, a horse dreaming. And we see this, like, damn, look at this, some ghosts, there's some spirits and shit on this camera whole time. We don't know what that is.
Hey, man, that motherfucking black hole, man. That motherfucker real, man. Like it say where the dogs chase they tail. You know, like say everything we've been through, you know a person that can handle they shit. Like say all you gotta do is say that person has a car, you know, on a basic level, the person with the car, like, you know, basic driving, but then can you get your Fast and Furious on? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, can you handle the road, or you know what I'm saying? Like any way we roll, like it can be running. It ain't even gotta be the car. Like anything that we dealing with, this high speed internet, we can see a motherfucker that know what they dealing with, or say flex that, you know, they flex that talent. You feel me? Where you see the other motherfuckers, they be like tripping up, caught up, you know, kind of like, say, Steve Urkel. On some, did I do that shit? You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, play the fool. Like we can see where you can handle this shit, and you are one with, say, the Fast and the Furious or the high speed internet.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers be like this, where you see a motherfucker, if they trip over a rock, they big toe hit a rock and they stumble and they walking, you can see that they, like, these is the glitches. You know what I'm saying? Even if you see,
you know, they call deja vu a
cool
glitch also, you know? Like, let's say you had to do a double take a look at something and you're like, man, what the fuck? Like, I just seen that fucking shit right there. You know, it happens again. Or it's like when you're doing something, right? Or you had to go get something, like you run out the door, but you like, damn, I forgot my keys. And you run back inside the house and forget what the fuck you came in there to get.
You moving too fast. Facts. I done told myself, you know, because like say the animals, they speak the language. Like say, pay attention to whatever animal it is speaking the language that it is. Yeah. Say the gorilla, you know, say it's neutral, yet that motherfucker, you know, it possesses the power that, you know, it'll tear your face off. You know what I'm saying? Say the sloth, that motherfucker slow, he moves so slow. This where they had him in the Men in Black, in the mail, in the post office.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, say the horse, you know, say you didn't win horse. All of these animals, they speak the language that they are. Where like they tell you what they are, you know, the body language that each animal is, they speak that to you. Like you said about the elephant earlier. Just people for what they are, and they'll tell you, you know, what they trying to tell you. They got tails.
And so that's but with the elephant, that's mental slavery. Like, so let me just for people that's tuning in that don't know the story about the elephant, let me give it to y'all right quick. A gentleman was walking through an elephant's camp, and he spotted that elephants weren't being kept in cages or held by the use of chains. All that was holding them back from escaping the camp was a small piece of rope tied to one of their legs. As the man gazed upon the elephants, he was completely confused as to why the elephants just didn't use their strength to break free from the ropes and escape the camp. They could have easily have done so, but instead they didn't try at all. The trainer replied, when they are very young and much smaller, we use the same rope to tie to them at that age. At that age, it's enough to hold them. As they grow up, get older, they are conditioned in their minds to believe they can't break away. They believe the rope can still hold them and they can't break free. So they never try to break free. The only reason that the elephants weren't breaking free and escaping from the camp was over time they adopted the belief that trying to break free was simply impossible.
That is some deep shit. And it's like they not say they feel at home. They think that's what it is, huh? They think that's
They
how
don't
it's supposed to be. Yep. Yet if they saw a pack of their own kind come walking across the camp, kicking it, blowing their little horns, and
just
motherfuckers, they be like, what the hell I'm doing over here? You know what I mean? That's deep.
Yeah.
That is the bear trap. Little bitty apparatus on your foot, man, you be defeated. Yo, so like this is what we stand on, your feet. You feel me? It's like if you swept off them motherfuckers, it's over for you. You going back into what they call us, the fallen.
Yep. The mental slavery, man.
This shit is tied to the animals, us, the plants,
everything.
Everything. Real talk. That's where. What'd you say? That nigga was feeding that little mouse. Michael Jackson feeding little Ben under the table. It's like if his own, right? Look, if his own little rat daddy would have called him, get your ass away from them humans. The hell you doing eating cheese with this nigga under the table? I'm telling you. Here come the cat. You know what I'm saying?
And
both of they
it's like, speaking of cats, it's just like when you feed a cat, right? One of them stray cats in the neighborhood. One of them cats, they're gonna be at your doorstep every damn day.
That was this cat on my avatar. Facts.
They're gonna be at your door every day. Cats got that attraction because cats get hungry. They're gonna meow and they're gonna know where to go in that vicinity. If they not sitting on your doorstep, they're gonna be next to you and they're gonna be right there.
Hey, look at how deep the shit get. We were just talking about the cats or the animals and how they speak. What they are tells you what's going on with how they talk to you. Like, say, spell cat backwards. You get the tack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that tack, how them motherfuckers, they nails will cling to your ass. Like, say, the tack is attack. Yeah. This is like say this where that motherfucker Imhotep on The Mummy with the dude Brandon Fraser. Remember he bust into the tornado running when the cats showed theyself. Looked up and seen the cat. Like the cats have an intuition to them where they can show you how to get to heaven. It's like where the dog be at the base of the tree and the cat can climb to the roof of it. The cat be in heaven and the dog be in hell. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole thing with all of the animals, man, we, peep the animation. You see where the cartoons come from. The world of entertainment.
All them cartoons is using animals and shit. in the
Yeah.
early days.
Teaching us about the birds and the bees, because like where
Talking
these
animals
motherfuckers.
at that. Talking animals that shows characteristics of a Homo sapien. You know.
Yeah, because that's what they do to us. They make us talk.
No, they put us in a state of make believe,
Mhm.
a state of blissful ignorance. You know.
Yep.
You know,
That's
in that movie, Snow White, she was talking to animals.
mm-hmm.
Like Alice in Wonderland, she was talking to animals too. It's like some weird shit. Like if a man get high, he's supposed to be psychedelic and don't make no sense. But all these experiences they put on cartoon with these women, they was high as shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so they treat a woman's in euphoric, like how the bros say euphoria, and treat her her psychedelic experience different.
Right.
They're gonna try to make a whole sense out of that motherfucker. Like,
yep, happy life type shit.
Yep.
You know.
And that's what makes shit like that popular, because it projects into people's mind. You know, you hear something long enough, like Lady Shea Butter said, mind control. That's right. It's mind control, because you hear something enough, you'll start to go along with it. Like not even consciously knowing you're going along with it. You know about alligators and crocodiles, right? And you know, they eat 3 times their body weight. Like long as food is in front of them, they will eat. They'll throw it up, and then they'll eat the throw up and throw it up again, because they are unconscious to being full. They don't recognize that they're full. They don't understand what that feeling is. So they just compulsively eat and throw up. Now you can look this up. This is a scientific proven fact.
Yeah, I learned about that.
Alligators can eat, and they can kill themselves from overeating, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. And see the thing with alligators, they can't breathe and they sleep. That's why they don't sleep underwater, because they don't breathe consciously. So when zookeepers sedate alligators or crocodiles, right? They got to put breathing tubes on them and shit, because when you put the alligator to sleep, the alligator will stop breathing and forget how to breathe. So you got to have something to keep them breathing.
Literally slip away on you, holla. That's crazy.
Guess it's gonna be some crocodile nuggets.
But I just thought that was kind of cool about crocodiles. You know, they don't breathe consciously like we do, because we can go to sleep and be breathing in our sleep, or get sedated and we'll still be breathing. But with gators and crocodiles and shit, they don't do that. They can't breathe consciously. It's like they make themselves breathe. So that's something very intriguing, and especially with the way they eat too. Like they don't recognize that they are full. Like they just throw the shit and go back to it later.
Hey,
I think vipers is like I think they call it, you know them motherfuckers be hissing and shit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they got a brain. I think they like even though I've seen alligators get pet by humans. And I don't know, I don't know what it take for that, but like I would assume, right, without any fear of me being wrong or consequence pain, that they like a great white shark on land. But I've seen people pet great white sharks as well. So I'm listen, I don't know, man. You think they brain too small to think, but I don't know what their life is. So
and they can be some of the most vicious animals, right? And it's like in theory, all
they can do is bite.
Yeah.
They do biters, man.
Look, Adolf was a motherfucking petted dolphin. A dolphin You know what I'm saying? That's all Adolf was. Like everything is, you know how shit stay changing, whether it devolves or evolve. This is a form like say refurbish or replenish. You know what I'm saying? This is the shit that we are doing is it's like high and low. You know what I'm saying? We fucking up and then we replenishing shit.
So that's called a reset. Well, we can say that's a reset, right?
Yeah, you know,
it's a reset. That's why they say history repeats itself, because we don't realize it. But everything we doing done already happened before. It's just
right.
a repetitive state in this realm, and we don't see it, but it happens through time, decades, years, and ages. You know.
Mm-hmm. Hey, think about like say the wino. I'm still on these animals with the language.
Yeah.
The wino is the rhino. The rhino is like, say, you know how, all right, you got your forehead piece, right? You got your forehead piece, and then you go down to your nose. You got the double ridge on your motherfucking foreface, just like the rhino.
Yeah.
Now, where you become a wino, it could be either your fire put out, but you know that motherfucker puts fires out. Like if it see a fire burning at night, a rhino could, you know, most likely, or say, I'm gonna give it 8 times out of 10, he could pop up and put your fire out. You know what I'm saying? The rhino is the motherfucker. Say where it's symbolic with you. It's like you do the same shit where the, you know, motherfucker gonna get that the horn on the rhino's nose. They're gonna toss you because you know what I'm saying? Put your little flame out. I'm sorry. Or, you know, you gonna start a fire full of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That's what this shit is like. Motherfucker come piss on your party, say your party really ain't shit. You know?
Yeah.
Say,
You making me think of them tigers, man. And when some dummy get in that little encase spot, and the tiger walk up on them like, "Oh, all right, you in here now, huh?" And then, you know, it looked like, all right, maybe the tiger ain't gonna go for it. Tiger go for it. Yeah, bitch. I took him out, dog.
And you know, I done seen incidents where they got videos of.
You there? Where you go?
Yeah, you cut off. They got video.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Like motherfuckers forget to be mindful. You can play with that motherfucker and train it all you want, but at the end of the day, it's still gonna have that wild nature.
That what? Gotta tame it, and you know. I felt it. Okay. You gotta make sure that.
Tiger.
Hey, look at that. Talk about the cats. We still talking about the animals, or I'm on some bullshit?
I mean, so far we're talking about it, so I guess we still on that topic. Yo,
okay, bad.
By the way, this has been a great build, man. I appreciate y'all, man, hopping up on the panel, man, and rocking out. Real talk.
That's what's up, man.
I appreciate you, man. Shit back, man, with a bang, man.
Hey, think about all of them cats, man. You just said the tiger, but say this motherfucker, the tabernacle cat right here. They call it a
tabernacle cat. Break that down for me.
You know, tabernacle. They call it tabbies for short. You know what I mean? Like the pattern of brindles. Like say the patterns is literally wood. It's like the pattern you see in wood.
Yeah.
These are the patterns on the tigers. God damn it, the lions and the bears, the bees, all of the echo shit is like the rings in the wood. You know, like say, I'm going on my way to the cougar because these motherfuckers done conjured up a Freddy Cougar out the cougar. You feel me? Kruger.
Yeah.
Big old,
Yeah.
you hear me? These motherfuckers is slick as toxic shit. Islam.
Well, I heard you talking about lions, tigers, and bears. You made me think about bears. I'm sorry, man.
Hey,
When you say
respect.
my mind goes somewhere. So when you think about bears, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Where the hell I
in
put
the
my
cub,
blunt?
but they train the cubs for a year, right? The mom does, because the father, what he does, right? He releases his pheromone by scratching his back on a tree during mating season, right?
Mhm.
To rub his sin off on shit
Older.
to make the female bear come to him, and when he does find her, you know, he have that sex and wanders off, because you know the males they stray away, they just wander around, and the females usually be the ones that stay near vegetated areas like rivers and streams to get food and stuff, and they
Mm-hmm. They're gonna be at the
during
supermarket.
and they done took in so many simple amino acids, or you can say protein, before they went to sleep, to where they can have that baby within 8 months and have it while they're hibernating, and then they sleep. And when they wake, it'll be babies.
Mm.
So they raise them babies for a whole year before hibernation season. And what they do, they leave them alone, and they don't worry about them after that 1 year. The bears wander off. So it's like they got this small window of opportunity to learn everything they need to know before they go off and be on their own, you know. I just found that's something very intriguing.
Them bare necessities.
They don't give the cubs that long to catch up. They like the mama bear, like, I'm gonna show you this, and you better learn it fast. You better learn how to hibernate.
Mhm.
Like that fresh air show you how to dig your hole, hibernate yourself, and everything. After that, you on your own. And
Mm.
you can see your mama bear after hibernating season, because you know you got to come down the mountain and all that shit, and you're wandering around the forest or whatever. You can see your mama bear, but the mama bear ain't worrying about you no more. Ain't gonna take care of you. It'll try to snap at you. You feel me? That's some intriguing shit.
Big facts. Big facts. The bear, it get deep. Like think about that shit, man. I'm thinking about how they got all that hair. You was talking about the amino acids. You know.
Simple amino acids, yeah.
Yeah. You feel me?
That's protein. So, and real life, not in cyberspace. How you been, man? Salute. But yeah,
Wow. Shout out.
but that's
I
some
ain't
real
seen
shit,
real
though,
in a minute.
like with them simple amino acids, like they learn the type of vegetated stuff they can eat, far as like grass and what kind of bark and stuff they can chew on and shit like that. But they only got a small window to learn how to do that shit, to swim in water and all that shit. Like even to catch fish, because you know that's a thing that bears do when they're in the forest, right? They take their paw and they learn how to grab the fish with their mouth or just slap it out into the low tide so they can eat it. You know?
Slap a fish straight to the.
They don't learn them survival skills
to the bank.
That they start to starve or be dependent on other female bears, because other female bears see another bear that's hungry or trying to do it, help it out, but so much. You get what I'm saying? But the males, they are territorial. They don't give a damn if you're a female.
Hey, what's crazy?
That's why they say when male bears are in certain areas of the forest, or they right there at the river, like in the water trying to catch fish, like the female bears, they don't go there. They'll walk 5 miles somewhere else, because that fucking male bear is territorial. It's like, don't come the fuck over here. This is my fish. You know what I mean?
Deep shit. look at that where you said that. Like I don't know why I got the cougar in my mind right now. I just seen him slapping the fish out the motherfucking river.
Yeah.
And you know, like say a trout or fish look like money. Fish look like coins, and you know what I'm saying? Say the new $100 bill look like a motherfucking blue trout or some shit.
Yeah.
Like say, you know, like
Yo,
we
Lady
all know
Shay.
this shit.
So
Red.
saying that, can't you call like
Lady Shay, Lady
It's
Shay,
cool.
Lady Shay, you know, is really on to something when she talking about these animal names and shit. Like, god damn, do we really just throw the whole world away? You know, like they literally did probably name everything moving out this bitch. How do you do that? Yeah, and who was high? That's a great question. That's wild. Like, you know what? Sometimes the way I think about it, sometimes, looking at all of this, I think that this, you know, it's daunting, man. It's like, you know, we are the underdogs in the face of whatever we learn almost all the time, because there's so much shit that we are fighting. It's difficult to keep that momentum when you see the track record these motherfuckers got on them. Like naming shit is one of them, right?
Naming shit, yeah.
We gon', you know what I mean? Like we ideally could just like destroy all the ops and shit, but we keeping dolphins, ants, and goddamn Popeyes, right? We keeping some shit. They named it though. You know, we might change Wendy's and call that shit LaShonda's or something. You know?
Oh man, we obliterating that shit.
Right? I guarantee you, just changing that name will make more black people go there because his name LaShonda's. So when people say LaShonda's, you'll automatically think of a soul food restaurant, but it's not. It's a fast food restaurant that sells burgers and old school shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel that. They're like, oh, I'm going to LaShonda's. LaShonda's don't got no fried chicken, man.
That's something. This shit is deep, man. Cause like say it named itself. Really, motherfuckers just do like say they romanticize the shit. Like they end up inside of that part of it. Cause like say that's a motherfucker anti. Like it's not say really about like yeah that motherfucker that's anti will end up breaking your shit down if you not say willing to comply or you know what I'm saying? It's like how much can two plants take up in one pot? Which plant gonna get bigger? Is they gonna share the soil? One of them motherfuckers gonna outgrow the other. Period. You know what I'm saying?
The biggest question is right now, would you go to a Chinese restaurant named Leroy's?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
but I don't want no rat. I don't eat rat. I don't eat rat.
Leroy's Chinese food. That'll throw you off.
Because you know, I might think it's some real chicken up in that motherfucker.
I don't eat Rottweiler. So I ain't going to. You know,
Rottweiler. I mean, but if it's named Leroy's, that'll throw you off, right?
Real chicken.
That's that double speak shit, man. That's that double speak shit. That's what I'm saying, man. Leroy's Chinese restaurant. You go on to Leroy's Chinese restaurant, and you see an Asian guy at the restaurant ready to take you all there, throw you the fuck off, because who the fuck is Leroy?
Right. That would make
hey, that's where I'm like, man, feed your motherfucking self. You ain't got to, man, fuck Leroy's.
Get that Leroy's.
I don't know what IHOP is doing, but they doing something right, and I'm fucking with them.
What they doing?
All that fast food restaurant is dead, man. I've been tearing IHOP little ass.
Man, what y'all think about Waffle House?
Fuck it.
I grew up on Waffle House. Hell yeah, but it's been a while.
And I lie to you not. No matter how much negative shit they show on Waffle House, how them motherfuckers be in there fighting in the middle of the night or have rats and shit crawling everywhere, motherfuckers still go to Waffle House, get that all-star breakfast or that steak and eggs or something. You feel me?
That easy egg and waffle bowl.
Right, man. Niggas gonna
God
go to
damn.
Waffle House regardless of
Shit,
what
I
they.
be too busy whipping my own shit these days. So
Yeah,
you
we
feel me?
all at home now, but that's some real shit with the Waffle House though.
They got a
Yeah.
motherfucking burger shack my way called Freddy's. Y'all got a Freddy in y'all state?
You know what? I heard of a Freddy's. There's a Freddy's out in Concord.
Straight Freddy Krueger burgers, man. You hear me? This shit is crazy. Freddy got a burger feed, motherfucker. You hear me?
I'm surprised they ain't got no Jasons out there, motherfucker.
You hear me? Like, this is what the shit is. It's like, yeah, you can go eat there. You sure can. It's just like that. It's just like that motherfucker on the Grand Theft Auto games where they be like, "Welcome to Whataburger." Like, yeah, you eating bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? It's straight up. It's literally
that's why I'm at IHOP for real now. I'm tearing them up because they got better food. It seemed like, at least the one by where I'm at.
No doubt.
I changed it up, man. Try to, you know what I mean, put the bacon cheeseburgers down for a better bacon cheeseburger.
You gotta eat, you know what I'm saying? It's all like, man, we in the dope game, man. Period. I don't give a fuck what level you on. Welcome to the dope game.
Hey man, that's just like YouTube. YouTube is like the dope game. Check it out. Motherfuckers trying to get more subscribers. People going on here, you know. And I ain't saying they're expressing their sentiments about certain topics and situations when they go live, right? So that's right. You trying to catch a sale. You're trying to get a subscriber. You're trying to get a view, right? Think about it. YouTube is like the dope game, right?
The dope game.
You know what made me think of knowledge? So I had an incident go on with my cash app and shit, and I'm looking at the settings and shit. And why I ain't get it's two things I noticed about my cash app, and I felt like, damn, I'm crunchy as fuck right now. One is that I've had the option on so that people can't find me on Cash App.
Yeah.
Right. And I did that because I thought I was being scammed or somebody was misusing my shit a while back, and I forgot to change it.
Yeah.
Two, while I was up there changing or looking over the settings, I looked at the profile picture and they got big ass Dreamcatcher in the background. And I'm like, well, that's why these motherfuckers ain't hit me on my Cash App. They think that I'm a goddamn op. You feel me? Dreamcatcher in the background. I'm like, fuck, I changed that shit.
Switch.
Now I got to put a video out talking about, yo, for real, yo, don't judge me for the Dreamcatcher, man.
Right. Give up them silver coins.
You know what
Break
I'm saying?
bread, motherfucker.
I'm like, God damn. Somebody went and hit me on the Cash App and was like, this nigga a Native American Indian or some shit.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Hey, I always look at that, man, like.
And see, that's perceptions that can get passed just by an image. Somebody can have judgment, you know?
Right.
That's just people in their own personal
shit. I had a judgment when I made that photo. I made that shit so goddamn long ago. I didn't think none of it.
Yeah,
it was just like a quick. Let me throw this up until something better. The whole time I ain't never go back and make it better or nothing. And this is just like God. Even I wouldn't give myself a Cash App. Like damn, yo. What's
well, you know now they texting that shit every time you receive a payment on Cash App. They want you to file that as a 1090, man, and they looking at Cash App like a job. Yeah, man, they started that this year, man.
They can't do that. That's crazy,
bro. They done started that this year. I lie to you not. Look that shit up, man.
I don't like that.
They want you to claim Cash App, like all the money you don't receive on Cash App. They want you to claim that as earned income now. That's a fact. Yeah, I can look it up, man.
Yo, why IRS look like Iris?
Man, look, arrest your ass.
Yo, to anybody that want to join the panel, man, hit the link. Come on up, man. We encourage everybody
up here.
to come in and interact.
Yeah, exactly, bro. You see your shit open. Your shit open, man. That show like everything you say is a lightning bolt.
Yep.
Man.
You know the S is a lightning bolt.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you say can shock a motherfucker.
Yep.
It's how you download them.
I think I gotta hit up these scratch offs, man. Hit the IRS, speaking of IRS, my bad.
Man, right, give me that money.
Yeah, I gotta hit these scratch offs.
You gotta break bread. Hell yeah.
Cause you know it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna take me so long to put these goddamn videos together. I don't even know how to work this shit. Remember I was talking shit about I got the slideshows back.
Yeah.
I got the PowerPoint up and shit. And I'm
Yeah.
the whole time that bitch still sitting there blank. Cause
For
I'm
real?
like, I don't even want to do this shit. Like how I used to do this shit.
Y'all remember you do the hell out of them slideshows, bro? That shit acting up on you, man.
Nah, I just stopped doing it for so long. Now that it's just like a shit show. I got too many pictures, man. Back in them days, I was ignorant in my ignorance.
Shit,
I was like, yeah, I could do this on a slideshow. This shit was a shit show. And now
but at the end of the day, that's your show.
Yeah,
somebody might have, not even somebody. Some people might have liked that shit, bro. You feel me? Because sometimes people like shit that's outside the norm. They don't want to see a well put together slideshow. They want to see some shit. You know what I'm saying? A little edgy. They want to see something a little different.
Well, I appreciate you because that's definitely what we got going on here with me and all this thing. Now, mind you, your brother knowledge and mind's eye. Mm-hmm. I'm looking at my screen right now. I only got 4 folders on that motherfucker. Everything clear.
Yeah.
Okay, so I did work. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got a folder of 5 subfolders. Well, this one got 10 folders in it. So they like little China dolls, little Russian dolls of folders. You open one folder, it got 10 folders in that motherfucker. The idea is to make it to where my brain and hand and eye coordination work together with the flow of conversation.
I got you. That's dope, man.
What I'm doing all this work for, man. To block all my old videos and put up new shit that's professional.
I'm about to fuck around and I'm about to fuck around and give me one of them.
It shows the evolution of your content, you know? It's like where you was and where you are now. You feel me?
Facts.
That's what makes people stand out, man.
Yeah. And where you stand out, you literally the thumb that help grip shit. You know how the 4 fingers ain't shit without the thumb.
I mean, you gotta think. If you didn't facilitate your shows the way you do, how they gonna distinguish you from other channels? They'd be like, oh well, I know Knowledge Uprising from this or that screensaver, that background. I know Red Squid from the pictures and how he do it, you know. It's kind of unorthodox, but I like that. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. I appreciate you, bro. Yeah, I appreciate y'all.
Hey, you just said that shit, and I'm about to, go get me one of them, the little Russian dolls.
You talking about the ones where you open it up and it's another one, and you open it up and it gets smaller and smaller?
Yeah, the Russian kid.
Yeah.
I'm about to go give me one of them motherfuckers. I'm gonna try to find the biggest one.
I used to see them shits at flea markets back in the day, man, but I ain't been to a flea market in so long, man.
I want one of them, like, say, 100 shells. That'll get a motherfucker to realize what the fuck we in.
Yo, got one saying? Bud at the bottom at the end of it and shit. Big ass bud of weed in the last doll.
You hear me?
Did all this roll up that magic bud, yo. Off goes the magic dragon.
Hey, had a little child holding it, like, facts. Had that motherfucker like that's the whole system we in. Like, this shit don't stop.
So now the question is, was it worth it going through all them dolls just to get that bud?
Very much so. You know why? Because, like, say, it is what it is. Period. Like say that's where you get the target board on the wall and you throw the dart. It's simple as that. Target, boom, give me my motherfucking bud. And I'm gonna roll that shit up. You hear me? Cause that's my buddy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
say the plant here, like that bud, it ain't no motherfucking coincidence. Everybody, you won with it because it's you. It's like, it's the bullets to the gun that you are. For real. Put that shit in your food. It's your food. Roll
That's
the fuck up. And that's why they demonize it. You hear me? Cause like say
They
on the
own
mission,
that shit. Them motherfuckers was
Red.
smoking weed. It was not cool at all. They probably was the abolitionists though.
Straight haters, man. They hating like a motherfucker, man. That's a beautiful plant. Slap the shit out you about my green mile, nigga. Yeah, that's the green mile, bro.
Motherfuckers ain't got killed over that shit, man. Like,
Hell yeah, niggas got top flight. Fuck you mean? Like the day they was tripping on that shit.
that's why, like, that's why
This
people
is
like.
good shit.
Have y'all ever experienced this? Right, you want to get a dub from somebody, but they give you this little small ass half a gram talking about it's some good shit. And you gonna smoke that shit? Be like, man, this some bullshit. I done paid $20 for a
Not
0.5 when I could have went to my other man's and got a whole gram, and it would have hit better.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this.
But see, it's just like you
Motherfuckers let it.
They going for that sale, and then they get you by saying, "Oh man, this that good shit," or this that, and sometimes that shit can smell good, look beautiful,
and be bad.
Right.
Yeah.
I like to have seeds in mind so I can, I drop them bitches myself on one of you dumbass niggas. Like,
Man, I let people burn their bridges, man. Fuck it.
There you go. You got to sometimes.
Yeah.
Let their ear burn up. I don't have motherfuckers call me back and was like, man, I got you this time for real. I know that last time, like, yeah, that's why I didn't call you in 2 weeks. Yeah. They know what's up.
Every time the bags get smaller and smaller, like, nigga, I ain't fucking with you no more. They try to get you back by giving you that one nice bag, man.
It's like,
if they give you too much weed, they're going to tax you later one day. They're going to be like, remember I gave you 25 for 20.
Yeah.
So now you getting 15 for 20 now. They got to make their money back. They going through something.
Yeah, you got to peep this shit. You let a motherfucker push your buttons,
they
niggas
do that too when they don't smoke more than they sold. Yeah, nigga, you don't went into your bag that you're supposed to sell, and now you smoking on there because you done smoked up all your smoke sack. So now you taxing motherfuckers and make back what you done lost because of your misbehavior.
Yeah,
not paying attention to how much you got, and now you want to smoke the shit you're selling.
There go that motherfucking cat, the tax.
I don't even know what weed sellers is doing for real. Like, I don't understand how you could just make
I do, man. I used to sell weed. My brother used to sell weed. Like, my cousins have sold it. Like,
yeah, me too. I'm just saying.
I know, but nowadays
you can't just do weed alone and be successful. I don't think so.
Yeah,
man, motherfuckers is just getting by. Like say where you getting high, the nigga that's selling it is getting by.
Right.
You buying this shit. It's like where motherfuckers, you don't want to just be sitting there.
Yeah.
Trying to get high too, for real.
Yeah,
they need
niggas
you to
is
buy a bag or
hustling.
two so they can smoke a blunt.
Yep.
Yeah, these motherfuckers ain't doing nothing but trying to get some money. Like where you get the money, it's like, yeah, immediate to the family or whatnot. Yet it's like, it gives us, movement. Yeah, we gonna keep on doing this shit till they shut that motherfucking dollar down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers is
they're gonna be out there every day with that weed, and they're gonna re-up on the weed. And I'm like, man, listen.
Yeah, ain't shit else to do.
That's like the same stress. It's just, you know, the whole different factions of the sales and the drugs. That's a whole interesting concept, yo, for real. Like people got
Right.
different junkies, different sales, different plays, and you know they treat these people different. And I think overall it's hilarious and it's sad. You know what I'm saying?
It is, bro, because it's like where people just doing what they do. You feel me? That's literally shit. So, like, say it's just to occupy the time that we in.
Well, see, I look at it like this: when
We all buns.
When it
Get
comes
money,
to
man.
prices and stuff, I look at wholesaling, right? You could go online and, like, let's say, I'm just putting it in perspective for everybody so they can grasp what I'm saying. You can get 20 big lighters for 50 cents a piece. So that's $10 for 20 lighters, right? You order that from China, right? And then you turn around and sell them lighters for $2 a piece. So, but you know them ain't real big lighters, them imitation big lighters. Motherfuckers gonna buy it because they got the name Bic on it.
Big lighter, the big flame.
Sick lighter.
Flame on, motherfucker. Facts. That nigga said they gonna be knockoffs. That just fucked me up. Not
Yeah,
to pay
they gonna they buying a big lighter
with the weed,
but it's made in China, right?
Yo, my weed come with blunts and lighters. It's a whole care package type shit, right? Like I sell weed, blunts, lighters in the same bag.
Oh shit!
Hey, look. Graduated from the candy lady,
and you can't say you got a lighter already coming with it.
You can't say it.
That's the adult candy lady or the adult candy man, right? That's they care package, right? So I'm going here to one-stop shop, right? Get everything I need.
Damn, that
so
nigga
what would you call
off.
that? You wouldn't call it going to the candy lady house no more. You'll call it. See, here's where it comes to them euphemistic terms again. We'll say, "Oh, we're going to the liquor house," or "Oh, we're going to the fish fry," right? One-stop shop.
So if anybody asks, I don't sell weed. The weed come with the lighter.
Yeah, that's a care package.
You selling tobacco without a license, so you gotta be like, here go a book of matches for $25.
You a brother.
Or you just get, or you say you just giving them away. You know, like I got some cigars.
Hey, I know. Say motherfuckers that been having the bud for like the last 20 years. Like if you ain't got a seed, smack yourself.
Not growing out nothing. Don't got not one. Looking
don't
for
got one seed. Slap yourself. I hope you hear this. I hope you hear this stream with us brothers building.
Not one potter's plant. Not one pot.
Nigga ain't got okay. You know what I mean? It's crazy, ain't it? Like motherfuckers is just out here doing shit. You know, like, and I'm not excluding myself. You feel me? So don't think like I'm, you know.
You good.
I'm just telling the truth, like the Information Man show. Tell the truth.
Yeah, tell the truth.
Shout out to Information Man show.
Shout out
to you hear me? Motherfuckers be acting like it's like you keep it natural, and then you got the characters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The characters is out there fully fitted. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the discernment.
I don't know, man. You know what? I could have real life took another route in life, but I don't like Mexicans like that. Like, you feel me?
Oh shit! Hold on. What made you say that, Red?
Because man, I literally have to go out there and like be dumb and shit. Be like, yo, you got that? I need to connect. I have to show them a picture of my money.
Yeah.
and talk to them like that because they don't
bro.
speak. I like, listen, I don't mean I don't like Mexicans, but I'm talking about the ones you gotta talk to for plug connection.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I back off because
talk about spooky
yeah,
dookie. Yeah.
fuck it. It's gonna be, I don't trust you motherfuckers. And
No
y'all don't
country
trust
for
me for
old
the right
men.
Yeah,
reason.
they look at you like you suspect.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
suspect because they really, really paranoid.
Hey,
And I'm
Red.
just like, listen, man, I don't fuck it.
Remember, no
Yo,
country
it's
for
just
old
like a
men.
black person walking around East LA in the middle of East LA hood, like
This
I know
motherfucker,
just where to go out in this city. I know just where to go and shit.
this
I mean,
motherfucker showed up at the drop with a motherfucking what's that? The horse killer. What's that little apparatus he had where he was? Man, I'll slap the shit out you. You think you
Man,
gonna?
it's just like, I don't know if y'all done seen Snowfall before.
Yeah.
Well, Franklin went to the middle of the Spanish neighborhood and he had to duck the money off with your boy. And the Mexicans was chasing them around trying to figure out where they put the money at, the $2 million. That's that situation.
You know what get me about Mexicans though is that I could see where they coming from if they wasn't opposition minded.
Yeah.
But because they don't want to relate or they don't want to empathize with other people of color or indigenous status, they in their own world, and then you can't really negotiate with people like that. You know what I'm saying? Because unless it's business, straight business and money talk. But other than that, there's no unity amongst the people.
And I see that.
Even though they definitely be taking black dollars.
That's the spaceship, bro. That's literally like, and that's the separation that's bringing us together. Like, say, war, the money, motherfucker slap shit out you about they paper. You hear me?
And that's understandable.
You feel me? So it's like we cool, but we ain't cool. The money got us faking, man. Man, I'm hearing the motherfuckers shooting like a motherfucker, man.
And I don't think that they I don't like what's going down. I don't like what's going on in Mexico as a people for them. And I'm not Mexican. So even though I say what I say, I still, the reason I said what I said is because I should expect better, right? We should expect better from our non-white brethren. And that type of shit is a turnoff to me. Like, I'll burn them every which way to Sunday if the table was turned. If the shoe was on the other foot, them motherfuckers again be burned left and right.
Saute, man, I just heard some fucking gunshots in my background. These motherfuckers is crazy. I hope that nobody just get smoked, bro. I just heard some shit. You hear me?
Man, it's 1 o'clock.
Like, hey, look, like, say, like, the last, like, 2 months ago, or a month ago, it was like steady gunshots every night. Like, the shit done died down for, like, say the last 6 weeks, 6 or 7 weeks, but I just heard some gunshots. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I be putting up a prayer and shit when I be hearing that shit for real. Just in case. See, I'm gonna tell. Give me a couple of seconds, right?
Respect.
So when I be hearing this shit for real, it's two paths that could be looked on, or both of them really. It's two paths. It's one of the paths is the person who was doing the shooting was just, and they was shooting upon wickedness, right? And so that they should get away, or they did right, or is a possibility of that. The probably the most common one though is that they was doing wrong, and they took somebody's life. They're gonna forever be haunted by that, and it take only minutes or seconds or minutes for them to have that digestion in their mind. Well, now they scared for their life, and what they're going to be doing for the rest of their days is telepathically communicating with the spirit that they just sent to the other side. And this is the type of shit that haunt people in their life and make them act the way they do a lot of times. And so when I be hearing shots, like one time I was leaving work and shit, and goddamn, that shit was so goddamn loud. You feel me? It was like a cannon. And so I saw a dude running. I saw a dude running and shit for real. One dude was running out of everybody who was out on the street. And I'm like, well, shit, whoever got hit with that bitch. That,
you know what I'm saying? That's
they
the
could get shot in
madness.
the air for real, and they would have got what they needed. So it just be like motherfuckers be with guns. And you know what? It'd be a lot of these rich kids that don't even be living in the city. It'd be a lot of these generational wealth Mason grandfathered in gangsters that is really out and they plucking from the city for clout. So they want to be a rapper, and so they using their parents' money to be a weight man and a musician, and they the ones with the guns that be doing shit in the street a lot of the time. And that'd be for their own clout. Like they ain't have to do it. But, you know, they feel like that Satan is so downplayed in our community that because they align with the shit, they special or they different. And, you know, females be into that shit with their ignorant ass. You know? And it's like, it's just a self-recycling system of violence because people are attracted to the imagery and the lifestyle, you know, and don't
That's
really
deep. That's deep. You said that, bro. Because, like, say where we talked about Samson and Delilah, it's not just prone to say the man. Like the woman's losing more hair than the man these days. Talk about cutting hair in karma. If that's the case, you know, but like she's tempted by Delilah too. And she sleeps with Delilah just like I do. Like Delilah's her. You see these girls, how they running around. You know, like shout out to the chick that you had up there earlier. Knowledge. You know, she talked about
for Black Righteous Folks Home.
Yeah. She talked about, you know, kind of sort of battling Delilah. And she conquered her. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. I didn't hear that.
And then she also went off on man, like I guess some bitch ass man that don't know how to take care of responsibility. And see, when she was talking about the man, it made me think of like the man that don't want no responsibility, but they want their opinion to be heard to that significant other, you know. And it's like the woman puts up with that, but at the end of the day, in her mind, because this is her opinion, so you know it's all opinionated. She want the man like fucking get out your feelings, get out your ego, and do what you need to do to support us. You know, that's how I took so many words.
Yeah, she did say that deep shit. That was like, you know, profound where she said that.
Man, I think that Masonic lodges is the problem because it's a secret education that pumps up these dudes' head. Like, you know what? I'm not even worried about Eastern Stars because the condition of our women in our community alone is already fucked up. It's obvious that through what the Eastern Stars bring to the table that they ain't even a goddamn weight. But when it comes to the dudes, they be so many of them, and all they do is clout chase because they trying to parallel their secret society affiliation with their public image.
Live up.
So have y'all ever thought, man, like you say, clout chasing? Some of these people will be saying these things, and they really just be putting on just to keep that audience satisfied. So they just bullshitting everybody And
All
you
the
got
time.
these motherfuckers that's gullible falling for it, and they piggybacking off that shit.
Because really, Masons can't say shit out front. If anything, the things they will say is coded, and you know what I'm
Like
saying.
Harlem Nights.
It's like you're like, I don't know how else to disrespect them in a way that'll fix that.
Yeah.
It's like Harlem Nights, that motherfucker with that deuce, man. You put that motherfucker up.
That's them.
That's them.
That's them. They get out here on these YouTube streets. Perfect lines out. They get out here. Get out here on these YouTube streets shooting at 22 and shit.
You know what I'm
See,
saying?
to me, and me, I think it's more than just the Freemasons.
It
Okay.
is. It's the influence.
There you go. It's the influence.
Like, say, imaginary shit for the grown
I mean, because I think a lot of people, but not all, come on here for a sense of purpose, wanting to be heard, right? Excuse me.
Yeah, that's
like
not good.
I'll say what I
So
say.
they come on here for a sense of purpose, want to be heard, right? And once they fulfill it or get the attention of the masses, right? They get in their ego, and then here where it comes in, they just start saying anything, and somebody could believe them.
And you know what? Knowledge. The masses don't even exist like that. Like, if you ever look at the numbers, look for people.
So I guess we can say small groups then. Small groups.
Right. Because I mean, listen, they are small groups. If you count the numbers of all the videos that Sanchez, Sinetta, I don't even know who else to name for real in those categories of numbers. It's not really a large number of people, yo, for real. You know, if you go and just pick up a song, it got 10 million hits on that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Song. 10 million hits in 2 days, right? Like,
right.
The fuck?
So where are their antennas?
Yeah.
So, you know, what they call it, shadow banning is a part of it. But for, let's say, oncoming Masons and Eastern Stars who want to come out and like create a circus to get their cash out and tell people who have been out here for years that now your channel is the place that we should come to do all this shit. It's a pitch. And I think the older we get with this, the easier we see that shit. And they nose blind to the shit.
You know, the P is the B, so the pitch is the bitch. It's an irritation. Is that B itching or P itching? Either one, you better be ready to hit that motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's an incoming comet. You know, it's all, say, the articles, yeah. I forget, or it escapes me who I was talking with, but I was telling them about the article that they was talking about. I said the article is, you know, it's ticklish. You know, this is where you are ticklish or ticklish. You've been defeated.
Hey.
Yeah. Because this is fuckery. Like, you know, it's a paragraph, say, they had us, it's all forms of this shit, you know, in taking the sarcasm. You hear me? Like the snake in the tree. You hear me? That's every single one of us motherfuckers, man. Like, who am I? Who am I talking the shit I'm talking? Like, I'm the fucking snake on the tree that they was talking about. Just like you are. Cause we like, hey man, you dumbass motherfucker, you hear me? So we the motherfucker come out the tree like, hey man, I'll slap shit out you, man. You stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like piece of sir drop coming down the snake. I mean down the tree. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, you know, y'all know how drops that nigga drop out the tree, man. You dumb, you stupid person.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We all coming down the tree like motherfucker. So it ain't about like, say, where if you think you believe shit, on the level where you can't touch that. You know how we talk about tangibility, tangibility, and you know things you can put your finger on. Since we figuring out shit, if you talking about a belief that you can't touch, you under the spell, man. Because belief is a fact. Like it's the shit where it come out of your head, it becomes the whole environment you sitting in. Now pick it up, touch it, or leave that shit sitting where it, you know, where it's sitting right there. You be leaving that shit, or you sit right there and dwell with whatever that shit is. It could be a pile of literal shit. Now you gonna sit in a room with a pile of shit where it's just stinking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dog, then left you with that. You know what I'm saying?
Just leave
You
that
gonna
shit
believe
there.
in it. And it's gonna stink all potent. But like some nasty motherfuckers think it smell good. Cause they mind is literally shit. Shit for brains ass motherfuckers, man,
Shit
out
for
here
brains.
insane. That's what they think they are. You know,
That's
we on
heavy.
a mission, and these motherfuckers is, you know, it get
Man,
real
that's
deep.
facts. That's what's wrong with people, man. They really do begin out here thinking shit smell good when they come through and be like, yo, all this shit that these people don't put together on these communities, they ain't even most likely all of them ain't even part of no damn order. So really it's the YouTube order for real. And these I don't know, it's the same play. And I hope people get wise as they get older. Because and I'm talking about in days and weeks and shit, because when you hear the presentation from the occultic mind, you should be able to tell by now what it says. When somebody is selling you hope while using dope, right? And you know what I mean, and got the concepts of a cult to make them cope. That shit should be a big note, yo, for real. And people should do that shit.
Hey, dude made a movie called Nope.
Who? That sounds great.
The dude Jordan Peele.
Really?
I don't know if it's out yet, but I've heard of.
Yeah. I heard about that movie. I don't know if it came out yet either. I know what you're talking about.
It ain't out yet. I think it's not out yet. Say, haven't we been on that shit too?
I still don't fully understand what that movie about, so I can't really speak on it too much.
Look, I know what Nope mean,
but I just got a feeling like it's because
Nope is open.
And that's the movie where the girl was kind of like on that other movie Antebellum, right? Where she thought she was in slave times, but she ran away and realized she was in 2020, and it was people portraying the 1800s, and she was living in slavery, right? Like that trailer kind of reminded me of Antebellum. Like she thought she was in the past, but she not. So yeah, that shit wild.
Right. If you live like that, like I'm with y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? Like say where I'm thinking from. Is right now. I'm thinking from right now, like no matter
they kidnap people and put them on their plantations to believe that they're slaves and all that, and they don't learn to write and read, and then they run away and go into the woods and end up in the middle of a highway in front of an 18-wheeler and pass out. Like, where the fuck am I? Like they thought they done jumped through time, but really it's just a play on the mind, you know.
There's another movie like that. I think it was a Russian movie, and your father was a rich dude and his son was a brat, so he wanted to get him to be more responsible, so he hooked up with a film crew and they orchestrated this whole period scenery and they knocked them out, and then they threw him in that scene and shit, like a whole area of none but actors on some Truman Show shit. And they was testing them to try to make them have the principles of a responsible person and shit. So like they realize it could be some truth to why that theme is what it is.
Yeah, and
Like,
why
it
they
might
do that
actually
thing,
do
like
that
to
shit.
make motherfuckers live in the past, or as though that people are still stuck in the past and don't know that they're in the present, you know?
All right. Like, we don't know what time we at.
Yep.
For real.
Like it,
There
it's like
you go. There you go. There you go. That's a fact.
that's that impression we was talking about, motherfucker. Fuck up your present. Like say, where I don't know why say children do that shit. You know, like say, motherfucker try to blow your candle out.
Yeah.
Like some motherfuckers, you know, they be like that. It's like say if you didn't, like say you really didn't. It's that same. Like whether you know it or not, this is how the child may feel. You know what I'm saying? Where
Yeah.
like, God damn it, that's my cake. You know. It's the same difference as like where grown motherfuckers be mad, say they deal didn't go through. You know what I'm saying, with the record label. Or, you know what I'm saying? Say this motherfucker owe me this or that and that. You know.
Yeah.
Like this is where you get the Christ thing, the crybaby thing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody
Jesus
be
wept.
in that mode.
Yo,
You
speaking
know?
of that Christ shit, I seen one of the craziest videos earlier, yo. It was
Mhm.
about the Mormon ideas of how shit happened. So what they said was these aliens came in spirit forms, right? And they were blonde hair, blue eyed people, right? They were aliens that came. Now, before you guys respond, let me finish telling the story, and then we're gonna build on it. So they believe these people came down, right? And the Heavenly Father gave birth into the physical form, and then in the spiritual world, he had all of these wives, and they were procreating all of these little white babies with blonde hair and blue eyes, and his name was Elohim. Right? They reverse the Anunnaki shit. Just listen to this shit, right? So it said Elohim had two sons. One was named Jesus and one was named Lucifer, right? And Lucifer wanted to be rebellious, and he wanted to do his thing down on earth, but Jesus was like, no. So they cast down Lucifer and all them into the spirit on the earth, which they can never possess a physical form. So that means they will always be in the spirit. That means to play mind on people. I guess they looking at that like a conscience or something. I don't know. But they said the people that were indecisive to lean towards Jesus or Lucifer were cursed with the skin of our color, as far as like us being copper colored people, like the color of my skin. They were cursed with this color because they were indecisive between holy and unholy. So they preach that people with our skin is cursed.
Yeah, I'd say that's, you know.
Yeah.
I
Man,
have,
but they made it into a cartoon. That's why I said it was so crazy. Like I was like,
yeah, that's what I was just about to say. I have my opinion. Like, you know, I don't expect
did
to
I share that
hear.
with you, Mine's Eye, on Facebook, man?
I can't even say I haven't really been on
No,
Facebook recently,
man, I
but
shared that with somebody, man.
I'll check some shit and I'll let you know. But I haven't. You know what I'm saying?
When I say Facebook, I'm talking about Forest Messenger. Y'all know I
Okay.
shared that with a couple of people because when I seen it, I was like, yo,
Right.
what the fuck is this shit?
I can't recall it, so I can't say, but I'll let you know. You know what I'm saying? I got to tap into the
If you
messenger.
can't recall it, I can damn sure pop it up because you know I'm on my laptop and you know
But
what's So if you
That's
ain't
what's
heard
up.
of me, I can hold on. Give me a minute, a second or two, and I can pop this up to let y'all see this shit. Like, but again,
Yeah, I was just saying, like, responding to what you said. I feel kind of like, you know, that'll be something that, you know, say it's obvious to
yeah,
me, where you know, if you don't know yourself, yeah, you could take that in and feel like you in some type of punishment, but that ain't the case.
like that. It doesn't make sense. It shows the
They
play
gonna
they did on with people to make
use you
feel a
against
certain
you.
way.
That's too easy.
You know, that's right. That's too easy.
Mhm.
Let me find it. Hold on. I'm almost at it.
That shit worked though. It works.
You know, I was getting some pictures off of the Black Pete and the Moors traditions, and from Spain to the Netherlands,
Yeah,
where these white people put black face on, and you know that, you know what you talking about, like them, the concept of the black skin being cursed or whatever.
oh, here it is. I
Like,
found the video. Ha. I be wanting, like, if people don't feel me or get what I'm talking about, if I can find that shit, I love to show it. So y'all give me a minute. Y'all hang out and let me pop this up. Let me mute
Yeah, that's what we
my
simply hear.
photos so I won't be running so much data.
Power. Yeah.
Uh,
That's what we simply here to do, man. Is learn, like, we in the schoolhouse, man.
I just wanted to share this with you. So
and you know what? I got another random tip, yo, for real. Y'all know that the Mula chakra is the root chakra,
Mm,
and they be talking about money shots and
mm,
shit.
totally. Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And, like, you know what I mean, put your money where where your mouth
Mouth
is.
is, man.
You know what I'm
and
saying? And all that type of
sometimes
shit.
people like can't
We
get what
call that shit
you're saying until
chalupa.
you show them, you know. That's why they got that old saying, I can show you better than I can tell you. But some people
Mm-hmm.
can't
Blood
grasp
money.
that, you know what I'm saying? You gotta show them.
Hey, that's the chalupa. Put the money where your mouth is.
Yeah.
Remember
Okay.
Taco Bell and shit? Yeah, that chalupa.
Is this shit popping up on the screen or what?
That shit some weird food, man. Taco Bell is the weirdest fucking food.
Okay, let me get this.
I'll definitely fuck with a
There we
soft
go.
taco supreme every now and then,
Y'all
though.
see it?
Hey,
Okay,
no
y'all
judgment.
see it?
Yeah, we see it.
That's a dope picture right
Okay,
there.
okay.
Man, you might just want to play the. Does this visuals we need to see, or can we just hear it? Because you might have issues if you play it.
That motherfucker buffer. It's gonna roll smooth.
You already know I had issues the last time.
I mean, like,
Oh, this shit. Here we go. Let me what's that shit to stop? You don't trust that shit when it's doing that little circle shit. It's like, yeah, nigga, go ahead and hit play. We're gonna cut your ass off. You know how we do. And I hate that shit. Because when that shit happens, it takes me off the broadcast.
Human like us.
Let me make sure the volume good. Can y'all hear it?
Yeah.
yep.
Y'all can hear it?
Scattered throughout the cosmos are ruled by countless gods who once were human.
Yep.
Scattered throughout the cosmos are ruled by countless gods. They say that long ago on one of these unidentified goddess wives, a spirit child named Elohim was conceived. This spirit child was later born to human parents who gave him a physical body. Through obedience to Mormon teaching and death and resurrection, He proved himself worthy and was elevated to godhood as his father before him. Mormons believe that Elohim, their heavenly father, they lives with his many goddess wives on the planet. There are mysterious star called Here, the God of Mormonism, his wives, the celestial sex. Produce billions of children. To decide the destiny of the evermore God, called great heavenly.
That motherfucker is
The oldest son,
it sounds horrible on my end.
Lucifer and his brother Jesus. A plan was presented to build planet Earth for the spiritual and sent upon the body and good from evil. Lucifer stood and made his bid for becoming savior of this new world. Won the glory for himself and the first everyone to God.
You might want to take the video off, bro, because it's choppy as hell.
Fucker said DJ where bro go? That motherfucker it seemed hecka interesting. It really do. I want to hear it. I think I'm gonna have to get the title if I can check that myself. That's where a lot of the realest shit is.
Yo, that shit knocked me off. Yo, see, it does. It knocked me off. Hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna let y'all hear the audio. Let me find the audio, all right? And y'all can get the audio to get a depiction of
Right.
it.
I wanna check that out on my
Yeah,
own.
we can listen to it. We can listen to it.
Shalom, shalom. Hold on.
Mormonism teaches that trillions of planets scattered throughout the cosmos.
Boy, this shit full of bullshit.
Y'all hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mute your mic so it won't echo.
An unidentified God and one of his goddess wives, a spirit child named Elohim, was conceived. This spirit child was later born to human parents who gave him a physical body. Through obedience to Mormon teaching and death and resurrection, he proved himself worthy and was elevated to godhood as his father before him. Mormons believe that Elohim is their heavenly father and that he lives with his many goddess wives on a planet near a mysterious star called Kora. Here, the God of Mormonism and his wives, through endless celestial sex, produced billions of spirit children. To decide their destiny, the head of the Mormon gods called a great heavenly council meeting. Both of Elohim's eldest sons were there, Lucifer and his brother Jesus. A plan was presented to build planet Earth, where the spirit children would be sent to take on mortal bodies and learn good from evil. Lucifer stood and made his bid for becoming savior of this new world. Wanting the glory for himself, he planned to force everyone to become gods. Opposing the idea, the Mormon Jesus suggested giving man his freedom of choice, as on other planets. The vote that followed approved the proposal of the Mormon Jesus, who would become savior of the planet Earth. Enraged, Lucifer cunningly convinced 1/3 of the spirits destined for Earth to fight with him in revolt. Thus, Lucifer became the devil and his followers the demons. Sent to this world, they would forever be denied bodies of flesh and bone. Those who remained neutral in the battle were cursed to be born with black skin. This is the Mormon explanation for the Negro race. The spirits that fought most valiantly against Lucifer would be born into Mormon families on planet Earth. These would be the lighter-skinned people, more white and delightsome, as the Book of Mormon describes them.
All right, y'all can unmute, man. Did y'all hear it, man?
What was that last part? What was that?
That our sister was about to break that down, and that's our sentiments on it.
That's funny. Hey, listen. First of all, Elohim ain't no one person like somebody named Tony and shit.
Yeah,
that's for one. For two, it definitely ain't no countless gods. See, that's how they get people lost in space and shit. Like, you know what? You can't even count what's out there. It's just millions and trillions and zillions of countless shit that got everything to do with your ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And for three, that Jesus and Lucifer being brothers shit come from Japan. So, yeah, interesting. That's the Mormons. Yeah, they full of shit. Indoctrinate your robot.
They say the Negro race was cursed, man. That's wild. Fuck out of here. And it
Cursed with no rhythm and seasonless food.
And it shows you how certain peoples in certain community think of us or what they think we are. So they express that idea, and when they do movies and stuff, they portray us as them ignorant, stupid people. You know, that's why they think black comedies are funny as fuck. Especially if you ever meet a white person and they'll talk about a black comedy, you know, like Friday or something, you know, and they'll remember that shit more than they remember one of them white comedies they watch.
Oh, shit, they like black music too.
Yeah, of course.
And you know they like black women, so that's when you get down to the nitty gritty of shit. Like you know, you talked about sexual energy and shit. These motherfuckers straight be racist, but the first thing they think about is trying to protect their Becky, right, from catching feelings with Jerome and shit. Right?
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
That's true, right? They wouldn't want they white sister or mama having sex with a black man, but they'll show fuck the hell out of a black girl, right? Shows their thought process.
Yo, a lot of white people view on black women, it's a different sexual attraction than I think people of color or any other race has with white women. Like, I don't think there's Asians, blacks, Mexicans fantasizing of a white woman having sex with her and then murdering her.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? White people got it twisted. They think it's some equal rights out this bitch. Like, dude, is there any tradition in which all the people of color in the country powder their face to make them look like a clown, look like a white person, and stomp the yard in that shit? But no, white people do that shit every year. Right? And whole time I don't even want their culture.
Man, think about it. Amos and Andy started off as a radio show in the early 1900s, right? And then they finally had black people to star in a sitcom that was nationally televised and syndicated. And they turned it into a TV show portraying black people in his wrong image of their idea of what they were according to that TV show. Now, back in the days when they had it on radio station, right, they'll take pictures and blackface Amos and Andy. So, you know, it's just that shit like that too. And I also think about, damn, I lost my trail of thought, man.
Damn, they got you right at something else and shit.
Damn, they got.
Damn. They said, no, they pushed the space bar on your ass.
Yeah, I swear I was just about to get
backspace on
with it, bro. I swear I was about to go somewhere with it.
The Archon them put backspace on, push backspace.
That shit was getting good though, right? For real.
Yeah, I was with you, man. That's and motherfuckers want to go into the metaverse. Hell no. Do you know what the algorithm mathematical calculation of a I just lost my thought moment is in the metaverse? Bitch, that means, you feel me? That probably equal death and shit. Who knows?
Yeah, they really lost it.
I ain't that motherfucking lost, man.
They killing each other right now. We cool.
Hey, y'all play video games, man?
Of course, man. I got an Xbox, man.
All right, so you know that sometimes you might jump into a crevice like between two rocks or a tree, and your character is stuck in that bitch. You might have to reset.
Hell yeah, your character start jumping and fidgeting. They be doing that shit. You'll go left, right, and that motherfucker will still be at that tree doing this shit.
You be had everything on point too.
He like, man, this some bullshit.
All the stats up like a motherfucker.
And then right, all the shit you done didn't get saved. You got to do all that shit over.
Man, that's crazy. That will piss your day off. Night or day.
Right, the metaverse time. You know what I mean? Fuck around and
hit
the wrong button. It's daytime on your ass.
Hey, it's man, y'all remember seeing that video where the dog was like playing the game and the dude
oh yeah, and a boy turned the screen off and the dog went crazy and shit.
The dog hit the thing like blah 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 blah. Then slid that motherfucker slide. He kind of threw that motherfucker like bitch ass nigga. This is you know how like say. Man, you gotta check it, bro. That shit was funny. The dog had a whole sweater on, nigga. The dog looked like, like he does that shit. But it's like how the thundercloud it light up.
Watch it now.
It's crazy, bro. Dog in the sweater playing the game. You hear me? But it's like you see the thundercloud, it'll light up, but then later on you will hear the sound like this is light speed. So like this is how we do, where a motherfucker had a nerve, it'd be like, yeah, you boom, that's the light. Later on, 10 seconds later, slap the shit out of motherfucker. You hear me?
Yeah.
Just how that thunder roll, man. The dog did that shit though.
That shit funny, y'all. I just watched that shit.
Crazy, huh? That motherfucker had a Christmas sweater on.
Man, I wish I could have really got to the point I was trying to make just a minute ago, man.
It'll come back. That motherfucker boomeranging through the infinities right now.
Yo,
that's not come back.
That be the shit on why people be going so long and strong with the words. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, Big O, man. Shout out to Big O.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He got too much going on, man. It's like he'll make a point. It'll be a great point, but he feel like he gotta continue to add shit. And then look, I'm over here, I'm smoking, and I'm very nice. And I fuck around and I'm trying to add this shit up. Like, all right, I remember that point. And it's like, damn, yo, I know I had some real shit to put it together. And I just fuck it. I'll just say forget about it. It wasn't meant to be.
Man, you got the motherfuckers that push you too hard on the swing. Motherfuckers running all shit, running around on that little merry-go-round. Motherfuckers just trying to do too much. You hear me?
On purpose. Just doing too much on purpose. Not really trying to help. Not really trying to help.
Right. That's my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even talking about him. I'm talking about that little nigga that was trying his best to spin us out the planet. You know how we was on that motherfucker holding on.
Man, listen, I know, right? We was just hanging on to the motherfucker going fast as fuck for he kept spinning that bitch.
We try to find the strongest troll. Son. Strongest troll in the park. Nigga rolling.
Hey, yo, that's why I don't know, man. I need a new technique. I need a new technique to hurt these wizards' feelings, man. You feel me? I'm gonna refresh. I'm gonna sharpen these blades back up.
I'm to you, bro. Like there's always that window of opportunity, bro. And when it's open, man, you take it, man. It's there, bro.
I'm taking it. I'm on vacation, so I got time on my hands.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I swear to God.
Time. Let me stop.
I swear to God, I'm you know what? I'm not going. You know what? You know what I'm missing, y'all? I'm missing some pizzazz in the presentation. Like I don't want to create new folders or get pictures that I don't need, but I think it's necessary just to keep the audience right where they should be.
Bro, I promise you, man, you take all them pictures you got and you split it up into a series, right? It's gonna be something new to people, bro. And
that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Instead of getting new pictures, take all them pictures you got already and make that into like a 10-part series or some shit, man. That'd be so fucking deep.
Then this is what I'm saying with that series concept, to like the language of the presentation would determine like which pictures that I would need. So if I went to make it comedy,
yeah,
it might be an easier pill for people to swallow if it's funny shit involved.
But that deep shit and the meaning behind the pictures, is good too, man. I ain't gonna
all that stuff is already together. It's in my brain already. And so as far as telling it, yeah, that's part of the fun part. But I definitely feel like when I'm frustrated and I don't really have no intellectual points to make, I just trash the shit. And when it comes to the wizards and shit, why are they even out here?
But see, look, they don't know that. That's how you do it, bro.
They don't know a lot of shit. It's not even we're not even battling with their ideology.
Yeah,
up front.
There you go.
You know, it's the fact that they secretive, that they won't tell you they stick a candle in their ass and light it every night to worship Baphomet. But they get up on this goddamn internet and they start to talk shit just so they could get a fucking cash out. Like they done turned Prince Hall into panhandlers. Was they always
don't get me started, bro.
It was always chumps, huh? Always the hybrid mestizo collaboration meatballs that get out here and become the Steph Currys and shit. And they talking about wisdom and they ain't saying shit. If you notice, ain't nobody saying nothing. Right? Like, you got shit to say.
Yeah, that's a fact, man.
look, it's like
I got quiet.
The wisdom, everybody has it. You feel me? So like, look, it's man, don't get me started, bro. Like where you said the panhandlers, like say the hands. You feel me? The hands and how they talk about pan and all of that shit. Like literally, where you get to these hands, say the knuckles, that nigga drops head this shit up. You know, it put it together for me. Like, cause this where you need the dough. Say every motherfucker you may have to punch or punched up, you turn them into a dough ball. But like say the pan hands is like say where you the knuckles on these motherfuckers it's just like say you know how they play the instruments and all of this shit. You know how the motherfuckers be drumming and getting the say the bucket full of change and shit. You know,
well, I know. Maybe it would be more precise if you mentioned some of these people as secret Puerto Ricans, because don't they open a guitar case and let people throw money in that shit?
Yeah, look, this is fine.
While they sitting there with that fat ass guitar and shit.
You remember
the Mexicans be cartel deep, and they just be sitting around with guitars and shit, singing goddamn gypsy songs.
What you just saying?
You feel me? Like somebody bust out Lullabamba.
Notice, and it always be a love song where they trying to sing for a lady's heart.
The whole time, man, them bitches down there cheating on them and shit for a goddamn 8-ball.
Maria.
Look, remember they got Sonic and Knuckles? The Sonic and Knuckles?
Sonic and Knuckles.
Give me your money.
Hey, yo, Knuckles was his little handmade.
Yeah, you know, like even Mickey Mouse wear them little gloves. Michael Jackson had one too.
That's the Masonic gloves, man. The white gloves.
Mm-hmm.
All the Masons wear that shit.
I'm talking about expansion and panhandling.
Oh, okay.
It's like say where they made it all friendly. It ain't cool for that so-called gangster just, you know, for your daughter to be in love with him. Like unless you that type of father, just let your daughter go with the gangster. You think that shit cool, but it's like the opposite. That's how Peter Pan came into their world, took them little kids across the sky in their little nightgowns, and took the baby too.
Whole time he wasn't even a real child. He was just in disguise.
Yeah, he was just a bitch ass nigga. You hear it? For real.
Handling. You know what? Maybe I don't know. Sometimes maybe I should leave the Masons alone. They just trying. Right? They just
remember
trying.
we used to say that shit,
They're
man.
To the environment.
You want this punch in the stomach or in the forehead? You gotta pick.
Do you want to take the stairs or the window?
You feel me?
You know what
I'm
I mean?
telling you.
Because
knock the shit out your waistline or the brain out your head. Fact.
Yeah, you getting hurt, man. We hurting your dumb ass up a little bit. We're gonna beat on you.
That's kind of what they doing to us.
But they do it boringly. They do it like,
yeah, make you
know,
bored.
like we just fools and shit out here.
Man, like just sit there and shut your ass up. This is how boring it is. Facts.
Man,
oh, yeah,
all them boring ass rituals and shit that they be doing. All that quietness and shit. You hearing people passing gas and shit. You in there all dressed up. Shit all muffled and shit in that motherfucker. And then you get out and they be like, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Can I borrow $5,000?
$5 million.
That's what these motherfuckers want to join the Masonic Club so they could get a loan. They need to be a part of a group of people that share money.
I know y'all done made that correlation, man, between like say the meal you eat and the millions they talk about getting in, you know, money for them.
Nah. Eat a meal.
You make a meal every day.
Make a meal every day.
You feel me? So you can't eat that motherfucking book with that white man on it. Even though you may think it provides you your food, but that's just an illusion.
This nigga spent $44 billion just to buy somebody else's shit.
You feel me?
He could have put half of that into his own shit. And call that bitch Twitter. And just knock Twitter out the box with it. Yeah, I don't like it the way the world look, man. It look like it's really temporary. So, you know, we should be thankful with the knowledge that we have because, yeah, this YouTube shit, it might be limited, man. You know what I'm saying? They say this guy gonna bring free speech to the goddamn Twitter platform. And who said this shit? Somebody said that shit in the chat yesterday. That's what Trump was gonna do. That's what Elon Musk was doing. He was going to give Trump back his Twitter account.
Hey, look at this
Trump,
shit.
The face of free speech and shit.
Hey, were you just saying what you said before Trump or whatnot? Like you made me think like say we gonna deal with say or end up in the position where you got the people that's gonna be like Woody on Toy Story, then you got Buzz Lightyear, dumbass. That's why he lost the arm, you dumbass. That's why he lost the whole arm, because you stupid. Feel me? Like, we busting that little bubble, man.
I mean, I think the bubble bust because they out here oozed out and they struggling to be the voice and the teachers. And then they want to say that they was the ones teaching us the whole time. And we ain't know it. That's what they really trying to set us up for, that really all the master teachers of the modern world are Freemasons. That's what they imagine. But nobody, they can't even survive to be on a panel. Right? They can't even they could talk by themselves. But once they meet in the minds of the people and shit, they can't even hold up without bluffing their ass off. And I'm just saying, why if the community don't see it, then don't that give these people more ammunition to keep going and not being checked? They won't check themselves. These motherfuckers claim to be organized, but they can't even organize against Scottish rights. They can't even create some shit called goddamn Uganda rights or some shit. You feel me? Goddamn what's some American Aboriginal shit. Some Yucatan rights and shit. They over there going to Scotland. And that's how they, what I mean? That degree shit sucks hella cock. And I'm tired of that shit, man. They so lame. And you know what? These motherfuckers would rather continue with the flow because they feel safe than to actual initiate any type of progressive change. And that's why they get the disdain that I give.
Yeah, motherfuckers, you hear me? Make sure that motherfucker tough stain on their motherfucking head.
And you know what? I was going to say I land my plane there. You know what? I think I started that land the plane shit, but I used the emoji. I didn't ever say it. I just landed the plane on the emoji tip in the chat. Subconscious waves, man. Subconscious waves.
They gonna need some colored rocks to get that shit out, that stain off their motherfucking ass. And you know how they stone motherfuckers. I'll tell you about Clorox.
Clorox.
Knock the color out your ass. You know what I'm saying?
Cloroxy.
Yeah, man. Like, we dealing with some shit, man. You kind of just helped me see that when you said, man, that's the stain I put on that. You feel me? Facts. That's a color rock, like them with the UFOs. You know what I'm saying? Knock you with the rock. For real.
Because people of color don't care about UFOs, is what they say. That's when you got the people of the indoctrinated boule. I say Freemason too much, huh? The indoctrinated boule. You never see these conversations. You never see these conversations or witness these concepts. Like, what the fuck was that? You know why? Because they already became good with the fact that white people have a place over them, and they believe that it's deserved to be the way it is.
Yep, it's like this for a reason. It's something happened where it's like this. So we gotta deal with it where we can, put our finger on it. Hey, look, I'm thinking about this one shit. Look, I remember I was younger. I was probably like 9. You know what I'm saying? I was coming from the park, but I saw a big ass gray rabbit. He was like dark, smoky gray. You know what I'm saying? He was big in the morning. I didn't think I was gonna hit the rabbit, bro. You hear me? I was a good distance away from it where I didn't think I was gonna hit it. But I bust that motherfucking head. You hear me? And it's like where I was talking about the rabbit. I'm just now thinking about that. You know what I mean? I've been talking about the rabbit before Easter hit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like where that happened, I was like, I was wishing I could rewind the rock in the air. I just seen it. I seen it going straight to his motherfucking head. You hear me? And that's what it did. You feel me? I was kind of like, damn, man, I was mad at myself. Like, why the fuck I just do that? You know what I'm saying?
Your leg was kicking and shit. Little legs was kicking and shit.
Yeah, that motherfucker like cobblestone clobber. That's the colored rocks. Just made me think about it because you know that is a wipeout. That's gonna do you like bleach.
Well, this is what you do for an animal like that, man. You just pray for the spirit to have a better experience. And
I'm hella late.
and try, you know, you late. Yeah, I remember the story. It's an old story. I remember that shit. Yo, I thought about that shit sometimes out in the world. Just crossed my mind. Like I remember when y'all talked about that rabbit.
I know y'all probably been through the shit too. You know that type shit where like you wish you could have, you know, stopped it or you feel me? Because like I remember they had that same type of concept in the Halloween movie where he be in the woods torturing them and shit. But like that's the same difference where like if you got a BB gun or you go hunting with your daddy, you go hunting with your grandpa. This is the same shit.
Man, I used to shoot hella birds and squirrels and lizards.
I had a pet cemetery, nigga.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like if any bird was in my tree in my backyard, bitch, that shit was gone. You hear me?
Yeah. Mama. And it
had
was
the
like,
whole pellet. Load that shit up.
Animals. That's crazy, ain't it?
Yo, snakes, birds, squirrels.
Yeah, I had to
frogs.
check that shit. You know what I mean?
Yo, frogs are silly as hell too. Because in Florida, there's a lot of frogs. Especially you got a pool, them bitches be gravitate. I'll be right there laying on the ground like I'm prone and shit. With the barrel, they got a BB rifle, right? Barrel right in the motherfucking frog face, boy. I'll be looking at that frog, boy. Blink. You know what I mean? And load them up. Whole time, these are like, you know, minuscule animals, right? But, you know what I mean? No different than the rabbit and no different than anything else, so for real. But definitely, I strangle puppies and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just to see what would happen. Remember that story I told? I strangled the shit out the puppy.
That nigga said choke the dog. Damn.
You know what I mean? Brand new Doberman. You feel me? That motherfucker went limp in my hands and I got scared for myself. Fuck the dog.
Yeah.
I'm thinking what my dad gonna do when he come home and see I killed the Doberman, the puppy.
That motherfucker choked on the Triscuit.
Shit, I don't even know what happened to that dog. That dog probably died and I was never told. Like, you know, like by another time, because it woke up that time. It definitely was. I was happy it woke up. I just knocked it unconscious.
Now, I ain't gonna lie. When I was a kid, I did that to the brain. Dog tied on a chain, barking. And me and my Spanish friend Felipe happened to go in somebody's backyard. And it was either me or Felipe. I can't remember. Hit the dog with a 2x4 in the stomach. Knocked the wind out of the dog. The dog was unconscious for about 10 minutes. And we thought we done killed the person's dog. So the whole time we sitting there trying to wake the dog back up. And the dog finally, when it woke up, it took a big gasp of air, hopped up and started looking at us and started. And this was a fucking shit. I remember that shit. I was like 8 or 9, man.
Damn, y'all put that motherfucker on the stretcher.
Yo played dead.
He hit that motherfucker with a bat. It knocked the wind out.
Yo, animals will make you feel sorry and shit.
Hell like, yeah.
Yo, especially dogs and shit. Yo, like dogs who look at you like, you know, all their communication, these cats and dogs, they look at you, they communications with their eyes and shit.
Yeah, the facial features.
The motherfuckers be all pitiful and shit. You know what? I've been watching a lot of animal kind of videos and shit, and it's like I don't know what soul is in them dogs.
Pitiful.
But when these dogs be like all doing happy for their owner and shit, like you know, TikTok is doing a lot for the dogs and the animals. Right? When these dogs is doing weird shit or cute things, these cats doing cute things, it's like, damn, was our ancestors really smart enough to make cats so that we can have some cuddly yet fragile animal to exude cuteness and friendship type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dogs really do love the shit out your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they, you know, they like little forms of gems or gins. You feel me? Like all of these creatures plus us, we are, you know, we say different expressions of the energy that we are. You know what I'm saying? And shit, it comes in the cat form where the cat, you know, like it speaks to us. This shit, like, don't forget what we are. That's why it's so many different expressions of the energy, the flesh and the bone, the tongue and the mouth, the snout, the nose. You know what I'm saying? It's like all these different reflections of ourselves.
Facts.
That's what this shit is. You know what I'm saying? That cat'll literally walk around you, the tail of the cat'll wrap around your leg or your body like a snake. That's how the cats walk around you.
But a great white shark is just looking for shit to bite on.
Yeah, he gonna put your ass right through the black hole. Just like we eat his dumb ass too.
And guess what they said? And I don't know if this is true, but they said that sharks have been living in the earth before the rings of Saturn was formed.
Yeah, I heard that.
Look, the dolphins.
You know, one of the
dolphin hits
extinct now. It's called a megalodon. That thing was huge.
What purpose besides a deadly mosquito of the ocean? That's it. They ain't got no purpose. They don't do shit but bite and eat things. Maybe population control, so there's not too many octopuses.
Yeah, it's like weird shit. All of this shit, man, it's a reason for them. Catch them doing what they do. If you was like, that nigga, what's that nigga? Go out there and see animals. Go out there and catch a. Let's go out there and catch us a lion.
Yeah, Stingray showed him who's boss.
Yeah, go get nosy. I bet you'll see what the mosquitoes doing in the bush. You hear me?
Yeah, I don't think racist people should be around animals. You know, because they animals become bitches just like them and shit. Yo, you ever seen a racist person and their animal? You be like, yo, your dog is a bitch. Right? Because they love their owner, right? Whole time, bitch, you love a KKK, bitch. You dead too, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. You will not be recycled. You got all them racist ass tendencies and shit.
Cut his tail off.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying they're gonna be a dog or a lesser being in their next life. They're not progressing.
Clip that nigga ears.
And racist white people definitely love pets.
Hey, brothers, man, I hate to cut it short, man.
It's not short, but
work in a little bit. But I enjoyed this show, man. I appreciate y'all coming up.
What's the love, man?
Yeah, shout out, man. I'm definitely getting racist. I'm definitely sleeping, man. Racism about to hit the maximum levels.
All right, y'all. Until next time, I'm Lindsay. This is Knowledge Uprising. Thank you for tuning into the Late Show. Peace.
Peace, man.
Salute.